I'm Steph.
I'm Michael.
And today we're going to check out Clash of Cultures.
Monumental Edition.
Hey, this is a brand new edition coming out in October.
So, you know how Clash of Cultures, came in the big coffin box, right?
Yeah.
And then the expansion came out, and then the expansion became so hard to find, right?
Yeah, really hard to find.
And the price went through the roof. And supposedly the expansion is really good. Well, hey, guess what this Monumental Edition has? It's got the base game and the expansion
all wrapped up in one.
Yeah, what was the expansion called? It was the green box, right?
Yeah, the green box. I forgot what it was called.
It's
probably like leaders and something because they're leaders and. Other
but yeah,
things.
you actually get all of it, and this is the catch though. You don't have to play with the expansion. They did a really good job of fitting.
Oh,
what was that?
You gotta turn that thing off.
This thing?
Thanks for subscribing.
Thanks for subscribing, Aldi. Well, we don't have to turn it off. We can leave it on.
Wow.
Wow, look at the gift subs.
Look at that.
It's still September.
It is September.
It is September.
Thank you.
10
Aldi.
awesome sub gifts to Kimmy, Trace. Yeah, now it's gonna go. It's gonna go off. Let's turn the
deal. Yeah, to Steph and Dan.
And Trace 13 and Sierra and Misty and Miravek
Kimmy.
and Falcon and Dan and Sweet and Low and Ann and Slovakia Steph.
Just because you can. Thank you.
So, you can play this with base game or add the expansion in there. The rules are really good in setup and everything. In indenting and making these into... they put the little expansion symbol with this little less than greater than sign. They'll put these in different colors as well, so it's really easy to figure out. Even the inventory, they'll break it out into base game and expansion, so you know exactly what you need. Not only that, they have the player help sheets, both the base game and the expansion, and the player boards for the base game and the where's the expansion ones? Oh no, you don't have anything extra on
it's just a little advisors here.
Oh, that's right. You've got the nations where you can get a little bit of asymmetry in your game. And you notice how everything with the expansion has that, that reddish look on the player aid even. And the base game just has the dark color, so.
They make it really easy to distinguish the different things. There's a symbol for the expansion and every little thing. So it's easy to tell things apart.
There are more objective cards and action cards and everything. And obviously units. There are a ton of units we've got pulled out.
So many units.
We've got all of the normal things that cities have in it. But there are also there are different building types. There are big obelisks and things.
They're all on the back here.
They're all on the back of the So you've got your
market, obelisk, observatory, cavalry, elephant, leader.
All of those things.
Tons of minis.
In either the base or the expansion, they've got these awesome looking miniatures for whenever you build the wonders. And they fit right inside the little edge of the cities. They look like they are metallic. They are not. They are plastic, but look how well done they are. I mean, they are really fantastic.
Aldi says he's pre-ordered it 2 years ago. Yes, it should be arriving any day now. It's supposed to be out October 17th.
Did we get this from Gen Con?
No, this is WizKids sent it to me.
Yeah, so they got mailed. Yeah,
a pre-production, I think.
Yeah, so we didn't. Yeah, we did not take it. We did bring home a lot from Gen Con, but this was not one of them. They sent it to us. But yeah, look how fantastic. I mean, then the detail on these minis. You get a little statue. I mean, that's fairly good to look metal but be totally plastic.
Yeah, there's an extra wonder.
Yeah, there is an eighth wonder.
Eighth wonder.
So, yes.
Actually, the way wonders work is a little different than before, too.
for everyone who's saying, okay, how did they mess with my rules? I didn't play the original, but I understand that they did change a lot of the systems. When we were setting up,
really great post on BGG, so highly recommend.
Oh my goodness!
This guy wrote up everything.
One dude is really detailed, really detailed post about all of the differences and what they changed, even down to some of the individual cards on how did they mess with this. But that said, like I say, I haven't played the original. You have played the original. How does it feel comparatively?
Basically the same.
But would you say that the changes are slightly better, or there's going to be some things that are like some of the diehard fans will just say, nope, we're totally out.
So for me, there are a couple substantial changes that are small but really great. Like, for example, before when you were to get a wonder, you put it out in the display.
And
anybody can build it.
You did talk about that.
No, yeah.
You have to actually spend your advance to like get that into play and make it so you can build one, but then someone else can just take it away.
Right.
Because it's in the common pool.
It's in the common pool.
Not anymore.
Right. So now it goes to your hand. And so it's essentially safe, except you were able to somehow steal.
So there is a way to steal cards.
Fine.
There's a way to steal cards, but it could have been any card. It could have been a wonder or an objective or an action. It didn't matter what card it was. I was going to take one card from your hand, and I was like, "Let me see your wonders."
Yeah.
And now, that doesn't always happen. It has to be the perfect storm. I have to have wonders I don't want, and a wonder that I think she is close to completing. Because I saw you getting resources, and I'm like, mine I can't really do. So I went ahead and took it.
And then the other big change,
but they didn't feel as bad.
I had only had it for a second,
right?
So it was
exactly.
Fine. But I could see how it would be a problem,
right,
for stealing cards. But anyway, another big change that I saw was, it's not like that big of a change, but with the round sequence in the final round, you don't roll dice anymore.
It's not a random.
Oh, I guess we could use the variant. That's the round that I knew. That's what I...
Variable end game variant. Oh, but it's also 7 rounds. This is 6 and done.
Okay, so that's the difference. So there's a strictly 6-round variant.
Actually,
or
yeah. The
regular game.
Regular game.
Is there much attacking? We didn't attack in our game, but you can.
You can. It focuses on military more than I think a lot of Civilization games do. I think Sid Meier's Civ, if I remember correctly, it was fairly heavy on military actions. This does not seem to be as heavy, but could be. There are some games that are just not military heavy at all. I think this falls somewhere in between Sid Meier's Civ and
you definitely don't want to not have military.
Right, because the barbarians are probably going to pop up and
probably attack.
So you decided to not go military, and then I advanced my happy little butt across the map, and then you're like, but before I did that, boom, barbarians happened.
And I'm like, I guess I
and
have
you had to. I was running over there like super fast, and then the barbarians made you do it, and I was like, there went my chance. I was not fast enough.
So yeah, there's military. You at least need to be somewhat defensive, if not attacking.
So yeah, we did not, but we could. I could have pressured more, but I think I might not have won had I done so. Because I advanced, set up a little outpost, and I turtled after that because you got huge militarily, and if you had walked across, I might have died.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there it is. To introduce some uncertainty about when the game ends, use the reverse side of the round track depicting 7 ages instead of 6. Choose one of the following options. On the spaces used to mark the last 5 rounds, you're going to see red numbers. The first player about to start a round will roll a die. If the die result is within the range, the game ends immediately with a final status phase.
That's like the original.
Yes.
So yeah, they add in these dice for attacking. I don't remember how they handled combat in the other one, but it wasn't these dice. Maybe they were D6s, though. I'm not sure. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played the original. A lot of the upgrade technologies have changed ever so slightly to totally different.
Good tweaks.
It seems fine.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem.
Right.
You no longer track your happiness on your tracker. You can just collect as much as you want. So that's good. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think for me, I think the changes are positive.
Yep.
So, do you want to start explaining?
Yeah, let's take a look at this thing. So as I mentioned before, the game is going to take place over 6 ages, and there are going to be 3 rounds per age, and each age will be separated by a status phase. So the game is going to end after that 6th age, or after the 7th, sometime during the 7th age, if you use the variables end game. So we're going to earn points for our settlements and buildings. 1 point for each of them. Are the settlements are nice little plastic miniatures that look like this in the 4 different player colors. Oh, here's one big change that a lot of people were talking about. Oh. They took away the green player color and replaced it with purple. And I assume that's because there's a lot of green on the map.
Yeah, that's true.
So you've got light blue, red, yellow, and a deep dark purple.
Okay.
So anyway, those are the settlements. Then the 4 buildings in the base game, you've got what is that? That's academies and ports and what is that? Temples and fortresses. And basically you will arrange those as you build them, so it will look like a huge city like that.
You can never have more than this, but...
Correct. Well, that and instead of one of those, you could have a wonder parked outside like that. So, the city like this, if there's a settlement by itself, that is a size 1 city. If it is a settlement with all 4 things attached to it, 4 different things attached to it, that's going to be called a size 5 city. And the size of a city will influence the number of resources around the city that it can collect, how many units it can recruit, and the range, how far away that it can influence other cities culturally. So that can make it so I can change Steph's buildings to my own color. Now, she can still use my buildings that I trade out. I'll change her red buildings to blue. She can still use them, but I will get the points for them at the end.
Right.
So, and that's all we have in the base game. Like I said, that there are other different things you can choose to put in to your city if you are playing the expansion, but you're still limited to a city size of 5. Another catch is that you cannot have more cities. You cannot have a larger city than the number of settlements that you have. For example, if you have 1 city, it can be a size 1 like what we have on the map. We cannot have a size 2 city until we explore and put another settlement out. And then one or both of these can go up to size 2. And when you get your 3rd settlement, then you can end up having 1 or more size 3 cities. So that's how that works. Now, if Steph takes away a city from me, I will not lose my extra building pieces. I don't have to make my size 3 city a size 2 just because I'll lose my 3rd city. But I won't be able to create another city of the size 3 or add on to my size 3 city until I plop down a couple more settlements.
Yeah.
So, we will be collecting resources, and when we do, we will be collecting based on the type of things around us. Now, these are the starting off areas. With the expansion, you will have unique zones that match your kingdoms. For example, if you're playing Egypt, you're going to have a different setup than if you're playing a different culture. So they're always set up in this way. Do we have this set up correctly? I think yours or mine might be backwards here. Yeah. Mountains should be on the left, so you need to flip that over.
There you go.
Yeah, and we should always have it to where we are in the plains area. In the plains, we are going to harvest food. From the mountains, we will harvest ore. From the forest, we will harvest wood. From the barren, we will harvest nothing unless we have irrigation. It's an advance under the agriculture. Here's all of our advancements here on a player board. And if there is a sea area, we will not collect anything from that unless we have the fishing advance. And those are all 5 of the types out there. Oh, we don't have I don't have ships for some reason. I didn't bring my ships out like I should have. In the sea, we can also port our stuff around in water spaces. I don't know why I didn't bring those out. How many ships do you have, Steph? 4?
Yeah.
All right. Just want to make sure I get them all. Totally forgot to bring those out when I was taking out my expansion thing. So those are the basic resources. There are also 2 other resources, ideas and gold. All of these things can be tracked here on your player sheet. There is a limit of 7 on all things except for food until you have food storage. Then you can raise the food up to a 7 as well. Ideas can be used whenever putting out advances. Ideas can be used as food. And that's all they can be used for, is basically to pay the food requirement when normally you would pay food for a civilization advance. You use ideas
There's other
instead.
ways to transmute ideas into other things,
Right.
But yeah, you need the upgrades for those.
Exactly.
So
gold can be used for any of everything. You can use it as any of the other 4 things. Ideas or wood or food. So, on your turn, you can trade with other players as a free action. You can trade whatever you want. Any cards that are traded are done either without showing or by showing. It's your choice, whatever you want to do. There are also culture and mood tokens. So your cities will go up and down in mood. They will either be happy, neutral, or angry. And you'll also get these cool cultural tokens that you're going to need for certain actions. There are 12 different categories on your player board. Each of those categories has 4 different advances on it. The ones down here are government advances, and you have to have the prerequisites, which is the bottom of education, warfare, spirituality, before you can go into democracy or autocracy or theocracy. And then you can get all 4 of those underneath democracy or autocracy, theocracy. There are ways that you can change your government in between eras, in between ages rather. During the status phase, you can choose whether to change your government. And you will basically just shift cubes from one column to the other, provided that you have the prerequisite. So on your turn, you're going to do 3 actions every round. So I'm gonna do 3 actions. Steph's gonna do 3 actions. We're gonna move the round tracker. I'm gonna do 3. She's gonna do 3. Round 3, same thing. Then we're gonna do a status phase. So what kind of actions can you do on your turn? Well, one thing you can do is to do an advance. For 2 food, you'll take one of these cubes from this little event tracker here. You're gonna take one of the cubes and you're gonna put it on whatever you want for the cost of 2 food. If you put it on a yellow, you get to take one of these little happy face markers and put it here. If you put it on a blue, you get to take a culture and put it up here. And you can spend those as currency.
You have to place it in the first one on anything before you can do
Correct.
the other one.
Yeah, the first one is basically a prerequisite for everything underneath. And that's always true, no matter what. Like even for these, for the governments. Like let's say I've got writing, and then along the way I pick up philosophy. You do not have to get these in order. You just have to get the first one first. But once I've got philosophy, I can put down one in here in democracy and go ahead and start doing my democracy things. But you see, you've got to actually, there's like it's a tech tree for those of you who love Civ games with tech trees. Now, of course, you don't have to have maritime before you do science. You could just plop down one in math for science, and then you can get whatever that gives, whatever benefits that gives you, which you use that plopped one in math and got your engineering and roads, boom, boom, just like that.
I needed metallurgy last time.
Yeah, so you needed to do it. So that's advanced. Another thing you can do is found city. If you take a settler and you bring him, actually we should probably put these flat down on here, but if you move him over to an area that can support a new city, you basically take your settler off, plop down a settlement, boom. And that's all there is to it. Third thing you can do is to activate a city. Activating a city is basically 3 different things. You can use it to recruit units. Remember, your city side has a lot to do with how many units you can create. So a level 2 city can create 2 units in that spot. Collecting resources, you can collect from the spot that the city is on and everything around it, as long as you can see it, obviously. I don't know what's out here. But I can currently collect from any of these spots, not the barren spot yet. As a settlement, I can collect 1 thing, either on my space or surrounding it. Now, for both recruit units and collect resources, you're going to get 1 bonus if the city is happy. So currently, I can collect 2 things or build 2 units, provided I can afford to build 2 units. The third thing you can do when you activate a city is to construct a building. And so if you pay the cost, which is located on your little player guide, it's a little hot there. If you can afford how much it costs, and usually the buildings cost a food and an ore and a wood. If you can afford it, you can create the building. Also, you have to have the technological prerequisite. For an academy, you have to have writing. For the port, you have to have fishing and a spot on a sea area. On a fortress, you have to have tactics. And for a temple, you have to have myths.
It's nicely all written out.
It's all laid out so nicely.
You know what you need.
Now, here's the catch with activating a city. A city can be activated 1 time every turn. If you activate a city more than 1 time, you are going to lose the happiness. Or if you activate it yet another time, or you activate a neutral city twice, then you are going to make the city angry. Angry units will collect exactly 1 resource, no matter how big it is. It can recruit exactly 1 unit, no matter how big it is. And it can still construct buildings. Actually, can it construct a building? I do not remember. Activate city. Construct. Oh, no, you cannot construct a building in an angry city. That is correct. I was something tweaked my mind. Is like I didn't have any angry cities for a while, but I don't think you can construct in there. Yeah. So that is correct. Steph told me early on, do not make your cities angry.
And you're like, why? I'm like, I don't know why. It's just bad. I just remember being really bad. And yeah, it is bad.
So try to, if you want to build somewhere and you need to collect resources, try to collect your resources in the other city and build in the other city. Yeah. And you'll find that trade-off as you go. The fourth standard main action that you can do is to move units. Up to 3 of your units or groups for every move action. So if there's a stacking limit of 4, let's say I've got these 2 warriors here. They can either move in 2 different groups, which would take 2 of my 3 group move actions, and you move 1 space, or you can move them all as a group. And there are some little fiddly terrain things that you have to really think about. If you move into a forest, they're not going to want to attack after that. If you move into a space and attack, give me one of your little soldier dudes. If you move into a spot and attack, the battle instantly happens, and they are not going to want to move after that battle if they survive.
It's important to note that you can't move soldiers from different directions into the same.
Right. So if I were, if I were in these 2 spots and Steph were here, I can't move them both in to get a 2-soldier advantage on her. As soon as I move 1 in, combat immediately happens. So that is correct. And same thing is if she were moving into my city, she can't move them from 2 or 3 different directions in order to make that happen. Now, you can do it, but 1 at a time. And, you can do your first one finish the combat, the second one and third one. Combat is rather simple. You're going to roll dice. And for these are 12-sided dice split from numbers from 1 to 6. And you are going to roll the dice. And if you have units of that certain type, like with the expansion, you're going to have cavalry or other things. If a boat is used in a combat, then the symbols are going to be on the dice to give you extra bonuses. You're going to roll 1 die for every unit, and for every 5 points of units, boom, you're going to kill one of the enemy. And it's that simple. So.
And of course, there's action cards and stuff that you can choose to play to help boost, and maybe abilities that you have unlocked. Yeah,
between attack rounds, the attacker can retreat. If the attacker doesn't retreat, the defender has to sit there and take it. So, and keep going until one side or the other is wiped out or the attacker retreats. If you move into an open spot, then you're going to flip over a tile. There are rules for the sea areas, and we will try to point those out as we go. You can use an action to increase your happiness. So let me move these guys off the board, put my settler back. Anytime you see these guys on the board, they are probably soldiers. They are probably not settlers, but you're going to need settlers to move to create new cities. So for increasing happiness, that you are going to spend your mood tokens that you get. You're going to spend a number of these mood tokens in order to make your cities happy, equal to the size of the city. So a level 1 city can go from angry to neutral for 1 token, from neutral to happy for 1 token. And you can do that for as many cities as you want, as long as you have the tokens to deal with it. Now, if it's a level 3 city, it's going to cost 3 tokens to move 1 step.
Wait, is the increase happiness action for all cities, or one action for 1 city?
1 action for as many cities as you want, provided you can afford it. That's the catch. I'm going to double check on that.
Obviously, better to do it when they're little cities.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's what I was keeping everything little until I just couldn't anymore, and then I increased that happiness. Let's see. 1 or more cities by as many steps as you want.
Well, now you know.
That is correct. So, and the last thing that you can do is to influence culture, and you may only succeed at this 1 time per turn. You can do this as many times as you want, but you can succeed once per turn. And again, a turn is like I go, then Steph goes, then we move the round. So I guess I could say once per player per round. I guess you could legally say.
That makes sense.
So whenever you are going to influence culture, let me get this out so we didn't do this at all because we weren't close enough. I basically set my guys here and dared you to come across. So
so we also had things that didn't allow us to boost and
we were doing other things. So you will use your culture to boost your attempts at influencing culture. So what you're going to do is the target city has to have at least a building. So Steph, you can put one of your buildings out there. Let's say I was if I was like right next to her, I could try to influence it because I have a size 1 city and she's 1 space away. Here, I would not be able to do so because I'm 2 spaces away now. Though you guys might not be able to see the hexagonal. There's like 4 hexagonal spaces on each one of these tiles. In order to do that, I would have to have a size 2 city. But let's say I was a little bit farther away with a size 2 city. Let's say I was all the way back here. I would need, 1, 2, I can influence this far away, but I could spend culture to increase the range by a space. I could spend 1, 2, 3 culture and boom, I can now influence that building by spending those little culture tokens. I can also use these culture tokens to add 1 to the die result after I have rolled. So I can see what I have, and then if I don't have enough, I could spend more of these culture to make sure I pass. Basically, you're going to declare a target city. You're going to roll a die. If you roll a 5 or a 6, you are successful. So as long as you can get that number up to a 5, boom, you can change it to your color. You are going to get the 1 point at the end of the game for having that building. But the thing is, even if I change this, I'm going to change this out. I have to have the building in my stock. I only have 5 of that type of building. But Steph will now be able to use that building. I'm just going to get the end game points for it, which is only 1 point. It's not a lot.
Yeah, but you're taking a point away from me, so it's 2 points.
It is a 2-point swing if you're only playing, especially if you're just playing 2-player.
And the scores are really close. So.
And we were like, you thought you were getting destroyed, and you only lost by 3. I think it was super close.
Yeah.
Hello, Dutch Yoda. So that those are the 6 basic things that you can do. Then the status phase is going to happen. If you meet any of the requirements on your objectives, if you don't look at the screen, everyone is going to have a diplomatic way of achieving an objective and a military way of achieving an objective. And if you can achieve it, either if it's militarily, it's usually immediately. But if it's diplomatically or culturally, you're going to, on the status phase, you are going to flip this over and you are going to get 2 points at the end of the game for completing either side of the objective. You are going to get 1 free advance, meaning you're going to put your little cube out but you don't have to spend food for it on this free advance.
No, that's really nice.
It's really nice. You're going to draw a new action card and a new objective card.
Yeah.
Action cards can usually be played as actions. And again, there's a, well, I say it's a diplomatic thing. This one is not quite a diplomatic card, and some things do have prerequisites or culture cost to do, but they're either actions or free actions usually. The bottom side is used only if you have tactics, which is a really early warfare thing. It actually lets you move your military guys around on the board, so you might actually need it. Yeah. But it also lets you use the tactics side of these cards, and if you use either side of the card, you have spent the card. So you're going to get a free objective and action each turn. These cards, I have to say, they are really attractive. Where's the wonders right there? They are really attractive looking. So, totally worth it to. I don't know how the original cards looked, but speaking of events, if you ever clear off the 3rd cube after doing a Civ advance, you're going to have an event happen. Events can be good or bad. Usually seems to be bad. Barbarians could pop up all over the place. You had a lot of barbarians to deal with. Though barbarians are nice, because if you defeat a barbarian, hey, you're going to get a gold for it. So
and
that's
a city
nice.
and additional gold.
Yeah, if you get a city, you get an additional gold. If I attack Steph's city, then I'm going to get a gold per level of the city. And remember, gold is basically like a wild resource. So
that's another change from the original. If you take over a barbarian city, you can either change it to your own or raise it for a gold. This one just gives you gold, and you still get to keep the cities.
Oh, so, you can't raise it if it's a barbarian?
Right.
I
You keep it and then raise it at the status phase if you were normally
Which, is the next thing to talk about, but I wanted to check this thing out. Barbarians capturing your cities, that's not good. Defeating barbarians, this is correct, yeah. You gain 1 gold when you win a battle against a group of 1 or more barbarian units, whether you attack them or they attacked you. Mm-hmm. You're going to gain a gold when you capture a barbarian city, regardless of its size.
Yeah.
And that's different from attacking a player.
Yeah.
And when you do, you replace the settlement piece and then make the city angry. Then that's probably going to happen at some point during the game. After you draw new cards during the status phase, you're going to raise one city, only one of them, and you might want to kill it because it's close to one of my cities, or because
it's sitting on a spot you don't want to have a city. So, and
that happens quite a bit. You raised several of them, but you can raise one of them in the status phase each.
And you get a gold.
Each status phase, and you get a gold for it. Yeah. And yeah, it can block a larger city's access to resources. Right. Oh, that's one other thing. If you are trying to collect from places and there's a barbarian just sitting on the spot, you can't collect from there. Or if an enemy unit, if I come over here and set myself on there, she can't collect from it. So that's bad for her. The fifth thing that happens on the status phase is you can pay a culture and a mood to move all of your advances from one government category to another. Obviously, the top advance has to stay the top advance because you have to have the top advance before you can get the rest of them. But the other cubes can get moved to wherever you want in a different government type. And again, you have to have the prerequisite. That's when you can change the government type. And the last thing you do is determine the first player. Whoever has the most mood and culture tokens will get to decide who gets the first player token. Randomly, I've been chosen by Dot, the Echo, to go first. You don't have to go first if you get chosen. You can choose to give it to the other player. Sometimes you might want last advantage versus first advantage. I can imagine times where it would be good either way to go. That is pretty much it. All the rest of it is exploration rules and combat rules, most of which we have talked about, and events. Sometimes you can have land exhaust, which means you're not going to be able to get any resources from that any longer. Anything I left out, Steph, that you can think of?
I think we'll just talk through what we're doing and just go for it. There's a lot of different little things that
wonders you can up. Yeah, wonders you can build like any building as long as you have the resources and the technological prerequisite, and that will usually give you some sort of awesome.
So these
building.
these are also a little different because he added abilities to them. Not just points, but they have like abilities now. If you build it like the lighthouse here, it gives you like this ongoing ability. I can't read it. I don't remember what it was.
You have to have a port, obviously. You get to place a free ship from your supply, if available, on any sea space with no enemy ship. And you will always get to decide the first player once you've got that.
So that's all new.
All of that is new. So that's another cool little upgrade for this version.
Damn.
This game should come with its own best mood award. Well, we have one, but it's not unique to this game. I believe that is it. You can only construct wonders in a happy city. They're not going to construct a wonder unless the city is overall happy. But although this manual looks long, it is very descriptive and very easy to follow. So
that's good.
Yep. Any questions from anyone? If not, we will get this thing going. We're going to put a little guys down so everyone can see what we are doing here. I've got 3 actions. One thing that I really wish we had is a way that we could track how many actions we've spent. You can put
that's
little
what we used to
cubes
do actually.
out. Really?
Cubes, right?
So for my first action, I probably want to move this dude, I think. So let's move it over here. You have to announce where you are moving into, and then you flip it over, and you cannot put a C right here if that's what pops up. You flip it over and you can decide the orientation you want.
Wow.
I actually don't mind having forest right next to that, because remember, if you move into forest, you're not going to want to attack after. Oh, I forgot the other little thing. If you move into a mountain, your movement basically stops.
Can't go
so you can't go again this same round. Well, that looks like a really tasty
forest. You
city
can keep
area
going,
over
but
here.
you can't attack from a forest in the same round that you move into the forest.
Correct. Yeah, you can keep going. You just can't attack after you've moved into the forest. That seems nice. I could continue on with another movement. Actually, can I move one guy twice? I cannot remember. Let me look. Up to 3 of the land units, land or sea units. There's a military stacking limit of 4 units. Each unit or group may be moved 1 space per move action. You can select the move action more than once on your turn to move the same units more than once. So I could spend a second one to move this settler yet another time. Though I do sort of like. Boy, I didn't leave myself any food options on that, did I? That probably wasn't very smart.
That should have a happy face.
Oh, thank you. It should have a happy face.
That's also different than the original.
I would get 2 food if I did that.
Is that your city start happy?
Yes. So that's where you get the best mood award. You get the little, if we had extra, we could put a little happy face on there. That's so cute. All right. I could create another city, but here's the thing with this game. It is not as useful having multiple cities because they don't produce at the same rate. You have to actually call for them to produce.
Well,
so 2 cities do not produce more than...
No, but it allows you to build up your cities further.
It does. But here's the thing. I can only collect from this once per player turn. So, unless I want to make it sad. So, I could go 1, 2, 3, put down a city, but just letting people know, if I do that, then I'll lose the chance to collect from this on this turn. And there's
I'm
not really
saying you should do that.
No, well, that's why I'm explaining to everybody
right.
that although this is a valid move to do, I would probably want to, because I can't use this and then collect from food again and then collect it again twice in the next turn. So you want to make sure to space your collect actions out.
Yeah, that's what's cool about leaders is that there's so many different nations that offer like a lot of different opportunities to do similar things of what you got here, but in a different way.
So I'm going to take irrigation, which will let me collect from barren spaces, and ignore famine events. There's quite a few famine, plague, and epidemic events. So I'm going to do that. Because I put it on a little yellow so I get a little mood token. That's the second thing. And the third thing I'm going to do is I'm going to collect food, 1, 2 food. Since I can collect from the barren space now, I now have 2 food. Ta-da. That's my 3 actions.
All right, my actions will be to get sanitation, which says I can recruit a settler.
It's so good.
For 1 smiley face.
And ignore plague and epidemics.
Yes.
Which, that's my next thing.
And I will actually use this to recruit that settler.
Nice.
And then I will collect... I will collect a wood and a food.
A wood and a food. Nice. That's a little different than what I did.
I didn't want to copy you exactly, so trying something else.
All right, round 2, fight. I am going to probably take the other. I'm going to take sanitation this time. Get yet another mood token. I sort of want to know what's here. Sort of want to go over here. You want to make sure to space these out enough whenever you're founding these cities. So if you're over here, you can't collect as much. If you're up here, you start limiting the things that you can collect. You can actually found the cities right next to the other one. It has to be a land space, not barren, have no other enemy units on it, contain no city, and does not contain one of these exhausted land markers. You can't put a city on those either. That basically turns it into a barren spot.
Necrodaddy, no.
The cultures cannot marry into each other.
At least not with the base game.
But
maybe with the expansion.
I like how you're thinking. I'm going to get food, obviously, to replenish that food. The food is really difficult until you get storage, which that's probably coming rather soon for me.
Thanks, Dan.
Historically, peace and harmony has not usually resulted. I mean, I could make, you know what? This is probably not a bad move. I could spend the food and make this event pop out. And hopefully it's plague or epidemic and it'll knock Steph for a little bit. Of course, it could also really mess me up as well. I'm going to grab storage and we're going to pop an event up. And it is, well, this sucks. I gain a food and I must choose someone else to get a food. Hey, Steph, that's you.
Hey, that's great.
Yeah, you've got room for it.
I'm glad I'm like, I can't get from Barrenlands because I didn't get irrigation.
But first, barbarians are going to spawn. Well, this is going to totally suck for me. So, on barbarian
You'll
spawn.
see what it's like. You didn't have any barbarians last game.
I did not. So this is not good at all. I should have, if I had made a city, then this might have been a little bit easier. This is going to pop out 2 spaces away from one of my cities. Here we go. Place a barbarian settlement and a barbarian infantry exactly 2 spaces away from one of my cities. Then place a barbarian infantry unit in a barbarian city of my choice. Unfortunately, it's got to be where I place this dude. So, I'm going to place this right here. Unfortunately, it gets a dude, and then a dude gets placed again in any city of my choice. Guess what?
We didn't see that symbol last time.
We did not.
So I was waiting for 2 barbarians to show up like the whole game.
Yeah, it's so possible, but that's what I said. You never did see that symbol. So you found the barbarian move symbol. And when the barbarian move symbol comes up and there are no barbarians on the board, a limited version of that spawn happens where it's this much. That's what happened on the spawn. Now, if it had been a barbarian over here, I was going to go, dude, and put it over there. Yeah. If there are not 2 away from your city or any other city, then it definitely goes 2 away from the any enemy city, and it can go right next to your city. So if I put a city right here, they would still go somewhere on the board 2 spaces from her. So it would go, I would probably just drop it in right down here in the corner. But unfortunately, that's not what happened. So I guess I'm going to claim where my city spot is going to be if I'm going to take it over. So my settler is going to retreat something really fast, really soon. If I walk right into a city and it is undefended, it is mine. A fortress will give the defender exactly 1 die. So, hey, Board Game Gumbo.
Hello.
There are a few games in which you can arrange dynastic marriages, but they aren't guaranteed to lead to peace either. So, yes.
All right, so it's me.
Because
you bought a technology.
I bought a
food, and then you got a technology.
That is correct. And now I'm going to refill my event tracker with 3 things. Those events will also happen on the free one. So.
Well, I didn't get hit with famine, so I should probably get irrigation.
Actually, if I put this down here, I could choose to move them this way instead of into my spot with my settler. Unless
they must choose a spot with.
It says move. Oh, if I get barbarian move, then I move all the ones within 2 land spaces of my cities. So I don't have to, unless I get 3 advances. I'll have time to get tactics and boost my city before that happens. So that'll be fine.
Is it my turn yet?
Yes, it's your turn.
Okay.
I was explaining what was happening,
I know.
and I was wondering if I should put that over. I've not had to deal with barbarians before. Thank you very much.
I know.
You were Miss Barbarian Slayers, which you were.
I was.
And you almost caught up that way. 2 food.
I will get my irrigation.
Protecting yourself.
I will then. Yeah, I should collect. The question is, all right, so I will collect 2 food, and then do I want to get another tech, or do I want to explore the land first? It's probably more wise to explore. I'm gonna go here and here. So
Here
one
and here.
one will go here.
Yep. All right. So she cannot put the C where she has it here. So, but if there were C on both of those sides, you would just retreat back to where you came from, and not be able to go there. So this is the only way this can be. Now, here's some interesting things about C on the outside. With navigation, you can move around the board. All of this can be determined as having C around it. Now, if there was a C up here, normally she'd be able to go from here all the way around unless there's a blank spot in between, in which case she has to just sail to here and hope that there is C for the ships to land on.
Yep.
All right, you can put that however you want it.
Like this.
Look at all those mountains.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's a good place to put a city down there somewhere.
That's my turn.
That is your turn. This would be round 3. Good thing I got storage. In order to build military units, it will cost me a food and an ore. Well, I don't want to have to I don't want to have to make this go double. Make this collect and produce units. So I sort of have to work this with a little bit of finesse here. Little bit of finesse. I'm going to go here. Moving. Good luck to me. I can put this however I want it. Except that direction.
Yeah. Any other way but that one. So basically, that's the way it's going to be.
Bloop. I hate putting the city in the mountains, but I may not have a better option. I can also found it here, considering I have forest all the way around everywhere else. It's not the worst thing in the world to put it there. They will not be happy. They can produce military units. So... I don't know if this is optimum, but I think I might have to do it. Alright, there's 2. And the third thing I'm going to do is get a food and an ore.
Okay, and then me.
Yep, that is round 3.
I really liked doing education last time, but I'm going to get myths.
Oh.
And myth says, may pay 1 happiness to avoid reducing a city's happiness due to an event. So now is an event.
Hey, guess what?
Yeah.
Barbarians are going to spawn.
Boo.
Place a free settler in one of your cities. Then select an enemy player who also gets to place a free settler in one of their cities.
have one
Hey,
city.
let's
So.
look at that. That's fantastic.
It's really weird.
So you get this, and then you may place this way over here if you want to, or by yourself if that is your desire.
Wow. I might as well give it to you to deal with.
No, that's fantastic of you. Thank you.
Sure.
Sure.
Has to be within 2.
Yep.
Like there, I guess.
Like there.
Dang it.
Yep. Right next to that tasty settler. That was 1, right?
Yeah. Well, that kind of ruins my plans.
Ruined.
All right. I will go moving. Or do
Let's
I
go
wanna
moving.
do something else? I should get warfare probably. I have all these settlers though. It's like
You
might as well
became
move.
settlers of Catan
I'm gonna
here.
move there.
Okay.
With that guy.
If there is a sea, it's going to connect. No. It's going to connect to the other sea region. That is one of the placement rules. That there's basically a list of things you check.
It's just terrible.
Yeah. So just to get this exploration rule, the first thing, it must be placed so it occupies the same area. That's clear. That's obvious. It may not, the space which was moved into may not be a sea space. It must be placed so that a sea space is placed adjacent to another sea space, or if it cannot be placed next to other sea spaces and the region's on the edge of the board, you have to put it so the sea space touches the edge of the board. Because all of this is technically sea. So that's exactly where she had to place it. Putting her settler right where she didn't want it in the barren lands. And
that's it.
that was 3. Now we do the status phase.
Oh, yeah.
So, I think is this the free advance?
Complete objectives. No. Can't do it. Then we get
yeah, I'm like far away from my objectives.
Then we free advance. Yes.
Yes.
I will do that.
I want to make sure that I
tactics.
Oh, yeah, my stuff's right here. I also will get tactics because I'm about to need it, like severely need it. That gives me a culture.
Yeah, and then we draw cards, action and objective.
Yep. Action and objective for me. Action and objective for you.
Good luck.
Would you like to raise a city? No.
Okay. No, I would not.
Oh. Those are not bad. Those are not bad at all. I like those. What are these tactics? I might need to do it.
No need to change the government. Determine first player, which is you. And you can decide if I go first.
I'm going first.
But then we go.
Then we go first. Then I go first. Now keep in mind, if I move 4 army dudes together, that is one group. It's not one unit. It is one group of units. So that's an important distinction. Boy, this is bad.
Mm-hmm. Infantry units cost a food and an ore.
A food and an ore.
Yeah.
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make this thing happy. Mm-hmm. That is one of my 3 actions, sadly. The next thing I am going to do.
Hey, Gator Dave.
Hey, Gator Dave. The next thing I am going to do is collect 2 food. And I have storage.
Hi, kitty. Small friend.
Small friend. The third thing I am going to do is select draft, which will let me get a single infantry for 1 happy face.
Yep. When you recruit.
When I recruit.
Yeah. Seems good. I was considering it.
Well, I've got to because you slap down 3 infantry right there. Hi, kitty. Well, that's sadly my 3.
All right, I will. Let's see. I'm gonna get writing. So if you hand me an action card and an objective card, that'd be great.
An action card and an objective card. There's no hand limit on that.
I don't like this one, but it might be doable. And then I will. I'll gain 2 and I'll spend 2 to get philosophy. Immediately gain 1 idea. And gain idea after getting a science advance.
Science!
And now we do an event. Good luck. What does it say?
Oh, the first thing you do is exhaust a land.
Anywhere?
Not anywhere. Where is that mark? Adjacent to one of your cities.
That's terrible.
Yes, that is terrible. You may pay 1 culture to keep this as an action card, or else pass it to the left until another player spends 2 to keep it. If no one keeps it, then discard. As an action, do one or both of the following. A. Get a free maritime advance. Use it from the apply, not the event tracker.
Wow, that's good.
And B. Reveal any unrevealed region adjacent to a region where you have a city. You may pay 2 food to place a city on that region. Then discard this event to the discard pile.
Well, I'll just keep it. 1 culture.
1 culture. There's your great discoverer.
As an action, do 1 or both of the following. Okay.
And then once you've done the first one, or the second one, or both, discard. So clearly, you're going to want a free maritime advance.
Well, of course. Why wouldn't I? Unless
Right.
I already had all my maritime advances.
Maritime being fishing, navigation, warships, and/or cartography. So that seems really nice. Boy, I feel like I'm being severely outdone here. Michael needs to do his best late 80s Gary Busey. Gary Busey's got too much of a his jaw is too far forward, I think. I do have a big mouth like Gary Busey, but I do not have the facial structure, just all wrong.
Right.
The hair is good. Hopefully the hair is doing okay. Gary Busey is the second, usually the second most. When I say that I look like when someone says I look like a celebrity, the second most brought up is Gary Busey, not the first most brought up. I was hoping that the barbarians would move so I wouldn't have to move over to them because forest. So...
They might move eventually.
Yeah, but right now I don't really want them... I don't want it to happen on my event. Because I could have more barbarians spawn and that would suck. Suck. Alright, I think I can create 2 units with this mess. I could create 3, but it would cost me a happiness. And I don't think that's the best plan right now.
We have one more turn. Dang it.
Well, I'm definitely gonna... I think I should definitely do an event. So... it would be spend to get the advance. It'd be collect to get the food back. And then building 2. That's what I'm gonna have to do. May collect from a land space to a way. Can ignore terrain and or move 2 spaces from your cities. Pay a food and an ore per group. Well, that would cut through the forest. Cut a road right through that dude. I could get steel weapons, which you had.
Yeah, it was nice.
That was really nice.
I had steel weapons, but I had metallurgy too, so I didn't have to pay for steel weapons, which was better.
Yeah, it seemed really good. Alright, I'm going to get myths because I don't want my stuff to go down. That's that. 2, I'm going to increase my food from here. 3, I'm going to build 2 units on that. 1 with that, 1 with this. 2 soldiers on the board.
Woohoo!
Seems good. That's activating 1, activating 2, doing the 3rd action here. And are we supposed to be on 3?
No.
No.
You're
supposed
first.
to be on 2.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Are we?
Yes.
We are supposed to be
So
on
that was
3.
your last, because I was thinking this is my last.
So yes, this is, I was
turn
thinking.
in the round. So.
Origins computer system crash. Can't pick up badges till 7 a.m.
Did that start today? I thought Origins started today. Maybe it starts tomorrow.
I have the hair and the glasses before he went stark raving mad.
Man.
Well, I only have the glasses when I'm reading things. I can mostly see my board without the glasses.
Well, I need to get math.
And they're about the lightest reading glasses that you can get. My vision is just barely starting to change due to age. You know, where you can't see the stuff up close.
Can I go?
I'm talking to the stream. You could be doing whatever you want.
I like to talk my turn out like you like to talk your turn out. So
oh, do I talk my turn out?
Yeah. Like, you talk on nonstop.
What?
Have you ever met Michael?
3, 5, 6, 7. What? I have 8.
We start with 2.
Oh, I didn't get my event, actually. I didn't get my event. I start with 2. Yeah, that's right. I didn't get my event. This happened before I I bought my soldiers. So let's see what happens. Hey, it's a fine year. All players gain a food.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is a fine year.
Thanks. It's fine.
So instead of getting the extra food, I think.
Well, then I can do what I want. How about that?
But we also have barbarian spawn.
That's great.
No, that's not great at all. That's not great.
He's feeling the pressure of the barbarians.
That is not great.
It's not great.
And I'm going to move those dudes different directions. Gosh, it's so bad. Hey, guess where this one's going?
No.
Yeah. You would have put it on this? Oh my goodness, how bad that would have been. I mean, I've got cities galore down here. How about I have 7 gold on
really
my
good.
own?
It's easy. It's easy. Just go in there and go boop, attack.
Boom.
No problem.
And my 5th city is right here on the settler.
Yep.
Yeah. So knowing that I got the food, I would have just done the ore, so I can create on my next turn. Instead of 2 food, I get a food and an ore.
Okay, so is it really my turn now?
Yeah, it looks like it's really your turn.
Wow, amazing.
You taught people how to play Nova Luna, Fantasy Realms, and Century Spice Road in the convention center today. Seems
So
good.
there are people who don't know how to play Century Spice Road? Michael might not have played it, actually.
Didn't I play the...
You played one of them.
I played one of them.
Not
That's
Spice
the
Road.
third one.
Alright, I'm going to use my food and my idea to get math, which gets me an idea back.
Seems good.
And now I can get engineering and roads at no food cost. So you know what? I'm going to do that.
Boo. That's your 3 actions.
Correct.
And that's an event.
No, I get immediately draw my wonder first.
You need to put your cubes up in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna get this event right here.
Yep, read it.
Oh, so sorry. Another empty spot. Oh my goodness, it's so bad. You may pay 1 culture to keep this card as an action card. I'm going to get so screwed on these.
This is terrible. This is really, really
I know.
bad.
As an action, do 1 or both of the following. Get a free warfare advance and take a move action. 1 resulting battle you may get +2 each combat round. +2 swords. Then discard to the event pile. Would you like it?
Yeah, I already paid
You already paid.
my culture for it.
Well, it seems like you've got it.
Jeez.
Jeez Louise. All right. Thus ends the second age. Status phase.
I have it, I think.
I don't.
I have all 4 construction advances. Amazing.
That was going to happen no matter what.
Well, I just did it right now, so I don't have to worry about it. Done. 2 points. What else? Yeah, that. Yeah, sure. I can't believe all the barren lands around my city. This is just terrible. Terrible! That's like... The card is called Legend. It's like never gonna happen.
Gosh. They are just all up in my face.
They're not even moving at you. They're just sitting there peacefully.
Make sure to feed your mathematicians regularly.
Yeah, sure.
Steph. That's me. Steph.
Wow. Wow.
Oh boy. Can I have... I'm not sure I can have a fifth piece. Let me look and see if a settler counts as one of my stacking limits.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but I'm going to make sure. You may never have more than 4 army units in the same space. Army units in the base game consist only of infantry. All right. All right, so this is the big time here. I'm going to collect 2 food. I'm going to spend a food and an ore and a happy to make 2 more infantry up here. And then I'm going to spend 2 food to collect the priesthood, either priesthood or steel weapons. I could use both of them. Or I could move those 4 dudes. I think I will move those 4 dudes. Because on my turn, they won't want to go again to attack.
Right.
That needs to happen now.
Okay.
Basically. So.
Did you want to move your settler somewhere?
I did. I do. I will. I should.
All right.
Keeping this hidden for now.
All right, so that was you?
That was me, strangely.
That was...
I'm hoping that this gets cut off by water, though that means... See, water doesn't really stop you. I think mountains stop you more than water does.
Definitely, mountains are more protective.
Yeah.
All right, I will...
What? Excuse me? You'll be blue, 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 blue?
Yeah. I guess I'm going to move. I will move here.
Here.
And here. Good luck.
Good luck to you.
Okay, I guess it has to go like this.
Oh.
Oops.
Splash.
Well, I suppose.
Well, I got a little narrow spot here.
And then what? I'm gonna
go over there and attack your settler.
Food. That's fine. And I will plop a city here. Done.
Seems good. Round 2, fight. Exactly, fight. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I should get steel weapons before I go into this spot.
Steel weapons is good.
Pay an ore to add to each combat round. And you do it before the land battle. I mean, it seems awful expensive to do. And that's the only battle advance I can get. Is that correct? I'm guessing.
What?
That's the only battle advance that can really help.
I mean, that's what it looks like, unless you're
Fanaticism.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that. Oh, I see. Battle in any saber to temple. I think this might be the big battle.
The big battle. It's gonna be fine. Take over the little one first, and then take over the big one.
I can't do it with both. I can't do it with all of them because after a battle, they don't go find another battle.
Right, but you could do it this turn, then next turn.
However,
you can't.
I can.
All right, that's fine.
However,
whatever you say.
There might be reasons.
Well, yeah, you actually have a chance because you have barbarians that have more than one. Amazing how that happened this game and not at all last game.
All right, I am going to move one unit here. And I'm going to play archers. Roll a die. If I roll a 5 or a 6, your enemy immediately removes one army unit before making their roll. 5 or 6, I just kill them.
All right, do it.
Well, that's...
Good luck.
Whoops. And there went one die. Nope. The other direction.
I see it.
Yeah, it went totally the wrong way. I want a tray. Because there's not a lot of room over here. No, it's a 3. Well, this is the problem. All right. This just goes here. All right. All right, you roll 1, I roll 1.
Okay.
6.
4.
Woo! So close. All right, this barbarian.
So you're really a 7.
Why was I 7? Oh, because I have a symbol that matches my type. And that's the military type. So I'm going to get a bonus. Plus 1 or 2?
1.
1? You say
one person. 1 per die that has a symbol.
1 per die. That's right. You're correct. And only if I have more than 1. So this comes off. It gets replaced with one of mine.
You get 2 gold.
I get 2 gold.
Seems really good.
It does not suck. Oh, hey, with my second action, I'm moving in. Oh, and by the way, no, not yet. So I'm going to roll 3 dice. You are going to roll 3 dice.
Okay. And it's divided by 5.
We're dividing by 5.
Okay.
8 plus 2 is 10.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, crap. So I have 10.
Removes 2 of them.
After removing casualties, if I eliminated at least as many as the enemy, roll a die. If I roll a 5 or a 6, eliminate 1 more unit. I did not. 2 of mine, 2 of his. I just basically wasted both those cards.
There, yeah.
All right. I'm rolling 1. You're rolling 1. 2.
2.
I'm rolling 1. You're rolling 1. 5.
1.
Woo! How about 1 more city, 2 more gold.
Wow.
2. Oh, hey. 1 more thing.
What?
Where was that other card I spent?
I don't know.
That was there. 1 more thing. After a battle where you were attacked and you eliminated at least 2 army units, including barbarians. Oh, and 1 more. After having fought 2 battles on your turn against 2 different armies and winning or capturing at least 1. So after I beat this one, this one was done.
But this one, you had to be attacked. You weren't attacked. You were the attacker.
What? Oh, I wasn't attacked. Crap.
I don't think that that's done.
I did this one.
Sure.
You're correct. I didn't notice I read it, but I did not. I thought that you attack, but no, it's after I was attacked. Well, I still did one of them.
Okay, so that was 2 actions, I think?
That was indeed 2 actions.
Okay.
Well, maybe I can get the other half of that. Because the chances of me being attacked by 2 is fairly low-ish. Oh, that was actually... No, this is all still 1.
Okay.
Because that was move and... Drum roll, please. Move.
Yeah, that ruined me, so...
How'd that ruin you? They must go C-space.
Yeah.
Well, it's C. We are almost split by C. That's fairly amazing, actually.
This is terrible.
2, I should probably just flop down a city. So the other half of this is I have to have at least 6 advances, excluding civilization advances. What is civilization advances? Excluding civilization. Aren't all of these civilization advances? And more advances than any other player. And you're sitting there dropping them. Deek, 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 deek. Now, I had to fight 2 battles on my turn against 2 different armies or cities. Had to. I had no choice.
Yeah, but that was easy for you to do.
You were the one that just lost 2 imagery units.
You didn't lose them all.
I did not lose them all.
It was worth it, in my opinion. You got 4 gold, and you're going to get at least 1 more gold when you raise one of them, or 2 of them.
I will maybe raise one, but yes. I guess oh no. And they are angry cities. Whoops. Don't take it from there. That's my stash. They are angry cities, sadly. So, do I plop this down? Do I get some stuff? I'm going to spend... Hold on. Oh, excuse me. I have a feeling another barbarian's going to pop out. When it pops out, it will pop out right here. So I'm not even sure it's worth me. I'm not even sure it's worth me putting out a city right now. So I'm going to spend 2 food and get priesthood. Science advances may be bought at no food cost. So clearly I will take math for the 3rd. Because I can do that 1 time per turn.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's a little X1 with a little circle around it. That's once per turn.
Yeah.
All right. 'Tis you, round 3.
Yeah. Well, that ruined what I was going to do.
What were you going to do?
Reveal that tile.
What? Oh, that tile. Well, it would have been placed the same way.
No.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because the first requirement is that it not be a C space you move into. So yeah, it would have been placed upside down. Place in accordance to the following rules. If after following these rules there are 2 ways... No, I think it's not in that order. It's if after following these rules there's 2 legal ways the region can be placed, you can choose either orientation. Oh no, it's the region must be placed so a C space is placed adjacent to another C space unless this conflicts with the second rule. So it is in order. It would have been turned opposite. And that would have changed a lot. Probably would have made my place safer. Because it would have been mountain, mountain, mountain the whole way up.
Right. I think I'm going to collect 2 ore from here.
Mm-hmm.
I will use this card to get my fishing.
To get your fishing. Maritime events, yes. Reveal any unrevealed... Oh, you can't do the unrevealed region.
Right.
I see now.
And I took it from here because it doesn't come from
That's
here.
correct also.
And then I can build a port. So sure, let's go build a port.
1, 2, 3. Port, port, port.
Actually, I should not do that.
Not port.
I shouldn't do that. I should first make it happy. So we'll do that.
Yep, and since it's level 1, ta-da, there it is.
That's it.
I think I moved this to round 3. When I thought you were done.
Yeah, the first game we played, I was going first the whole time.
The whole time.
He would move it after his turn.
Let me make sure that was right. Move, attack. I think it is round 3. About halfway done. Oh yeah, because I knew I'd be able to have one more chance to move that off before the status phase hits. And I was thinking about doing more of the science advances. I have a lot of no-cost things. I can get science no-cost, engineering no-cost, roads no-cost. I think it would be safe if I moved off this space. Barren. Boy, that's not great. But look at all that frickin' ore. Should probably do that if only to get both of those spots.
Yeah, but you can't build a city there.
Both of those spots.
Oh,
I can't get both of those spots if I flip it.
Okay.
I would be then limited to putting both of these spots and then I'm on top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
Not a lot of food places. Yeah, I'm afraid barbarians are about to pop up. That's one. I think now is the time I can start building advances. I'm going to get ore, wood with that one. Now that I think about it, maybe I want to get my science advance at no cost because I can get one of them. If I collect at least 2 ore, one of them can be gold. I can do 2 ore. I'm going to do, before I get that food and that, the wood and the ore. That was the first thing. This is the second thing. Get metallurgy. So at least I can get the two ore. Event first though. A good year. All right, give me an exhaust. I gain 2 food. I hate this. Then you gain 2 food.
I can't, so.
Oh, you can't.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, that was the best time to get that then.
I think I was supposed to have 2 ore because I took 2 ore from it and then I somehow didn't have 2 ore, so.
Okay. I trust you, I guess.
Well, I was going to build a thing, so it was at 1, and I didn't move it back, I guess. But I collected 2 ore from there.
I got you.
And I haven't spent ore on anything.
I think I'm going to have to do it back here in the corner. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to have to do it. Though, collecting 2 ore, I could collect 2 ore from there, I could collect 2 ore from there. Cannot collect 2 ore from here, so if I throw it down here in the corner, but then I'll... So, that's not even considered... Is that considered barren? No resources may be collected there, and irrigation does not work there. So once I build this up to a level 4 city, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. Mm-hmm. When I build it to a level 5 city, I can't collect 6 because that's gone and that would be gone. So it's, can't do the extra one. But that's fine. The third thing to do is to collect the 2 ore, which is really an ore and a gold. Throwing these on here. All right, that's my 3.
All right.
Your 3.
I will spend an idea and a food to get draft. I will spend a food.
Oh, I should have had philosophy. I would have been getting ideas. Crap.
Yeah, for those, yeah. And I will get these 2 because I'm going to spend that. Oh, that's not a fighter. That's 2. And I have to collect.
Oh, when I moved him, I guess I could have moved these 2 dudes out before you do anything that would cause an event to pop up.
I will move them, I guess.
It's 2 groups.
Yep, done.
Would you like to move this guy?
No.
No. Because the barbarians are going to pop out here when they pop out, so I best be ready for them.
That's it.
That's it.
I don't think I have any of these.
Status. I certainly don't.
Oh God, that's not what I was thinking. Oh my goodness. I better get on it.
I clearly don't.
Okay. We get cards.
We get new cards.
Did we get cards last time?
Yep. This is the 3rd set of...
I don't think I got them last time, so I guess I'll get extra now.
We started with cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, try to do these things. Yeah, I guess we didn't get them. Well, if you can fulfill those now... No.
Oh. Guess it's good to know.
I could have done this. Can still probably do this. All right. This one you can't complete now.
All right.
All right, indeed.
Would you like to raise a city?
Yes. Did you?
No. I
Um,
don't have cities to burn.
I've got cities to burn. When I collect, can I collect if my own units are on there? Construct, recruit, collect. Enemy units, exhausted land or another city, regardless of owner. Okay. Free advance. Did that happen already? Yeah, that happened already. It's supposed to have happened already. You didn't call it out. Sorry.
Did we get it last time? I don't even remember things.
Yes,
Okay.
we did. We didn't get one now. Writing, immediately draw an action card and an objective card. That's not good. Holy mackerel.
I'll do that instead. Blah.
Wow.
Public education. When I collect, I gain one idea from a city that has an academy. So if I get an academy, which is seeming likely.
When you collect and you have an academy, then you can do public education. Yes. Then you can get the idea.
No, it's in addition to collect.
Right.
Yeah.
You'll also get an idea.
Yes. Yep. Okay.
First player, I will go ahead and keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. I'm going to duplicate an advance that you have, excluding civilization advances. What are civilization advances? At no food cost. I have a city or unit within 2 of your unit or city. But what are considered civilization advances? Aren't they all civilization advances?
Unless it means like the democracy.
Civilization advances are on page 32.
Page 32.
Oh, each civilization has its own civilization advance category with 4 unique. These are civilization advances.
Well, I mean, okay. They're all different, so you can't copy that.
Well,
it makes sense.
They're saying excluding that. I guess the rules lawyers amongst people had said in the past, oh, hey, we can copy, so I can copy Japan's whatever. No, you can't. You can't do that. So you have You have philosophy. I'll take philosophy. Sure. I have another free action. Gain an advance at no food cost from the supply, not the event tracker. Again, did I take it from here? No, that's my writing that I took from here.
You're paying your culture to do this, yes?
I'm paying this one, yes. This one, no. This one takes a culture. I think I will take... State religion will give me... Oh, I need an idea for that. For the philosophy. I will take state religion. Construct a temple without paying any food. Still have to pay the other stuff. Get my happy. Alright, these are gone. Those were free. I like free. I can take a free science. And then I will get an idea for that. After a recruit action, get back a spent resource. And navigation and cartography. No, I don't have any good ship things.
The barbarians, Julie.
What? What?
They're my friends.
That is a good question. I kept mine as pets. They're angry pets right now, but they are still pets. That was one. I still have two more to do. I'm going to construct a temple without any food. So that and a gold. Here is my temple. And 3 will be to get an ore and a gold. Because I should not collect from here. I should collect from here to keep everyone happy. So an ore and a gold back. Oh, I didn't get my idea for making my free science. That seems like a thing I should be focusing on doing. That is 3, I think. Construct a temple. Get some stuff. What was my third thing? Free science advance.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can do that. Alright, I will play this. Get a free warfare advance from the supply, so steal.
Nice.
And then take a move action, 1 recruiting, resulting in battle gets +2 for the round.
Here's the battle.
Yeah.
So this is this done. Your battle is +2 each round. Here's your pet, Steph.
I might as well use this card, I guess.
There's your pet.
Huh?
There's your pet.
Okay. So I get 2 dice.
Your enemy gets -1 for each unit during their combat roll. Wow. Seems good. Why are you sad?
I don't think I'm going to win.
Like with a 14, I'm not even sure I need to roll.
It's a 16.
Yeah, it's a 16. Not sure I need to even roll.
I
You
don't
destroyed
think
the
so.
city.
Yeah.
Well, he 6, 7, 8 minus 2 is 6. He does kill one of yours.
That's okay.
Oh yeah, it's not bad. And then take your city.
I get a gold and a gold.
Did you get a status update?
Status update.
No. Objective. It's the word I'm thinking of.
No. So that was 1.
That was 1.
Man,
you ruined them.
Yeah, I did. I'll do.
Do it. Do it.
What do I want to do? I need to do stuff.
Me
things
too.
And stuff.
And things.
I will build something.
Something.
It'd be stupid not to build a port, so I'm just gonna build a port.
You've tried to build it twice. That's not a port.
Not a port.
That's a port. Seems good.
This is angry, I guess.
That is now angry.
It's fine.
It's yours, but it's angry. All right.
That
it?
Was 2.
That was 1 and 2.
I can't collect.
No, that was 3. 1, move 2.
The card was move.
No. Take. Oh, it is. Take a move action. You are correct. That is move.
Yeah. I know.
You're correct.
Maybe if you just read the card.
Hey.
Don't say I'm wrong, because I'm not. And I will just collect from here, which is or and I guess I'll just do okay. Done. What?
Keep him as a pet.
Turn 2. Turn 2.
Round 2.
Round 2.
Free science advance seems good. Buying things seems good. Constructing an academy. It takes a food and an ore and a gold. Wrong one. There's an academy. Looks beautiful.
Got so much to do.
Oh, I know. I know. Actually, I'm not going to do that. Because if I collect from here, it'd probably be a lot better. Dun, 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 dun. All right. If I place it here, then I'm going to need, I guess I could collect first. 3 things. Wood, food. 2 woods and a food. Now I can build this. An ore and a wood and a food to get an academy. And a free science advance. Probably should have constructed a temple without paying any food. But I've already collected from there. Well, at least I'll be ready for the event that pops up. All right, get an idea for that event time. Oh, that's the symbol for a gold mine. Unfortunately, I am maxed out on the gold. That's a little...
the worst timing.
You must both lose an action this turn or in your next turn if you don't have any actions left for drawn in the status phase. I'm going to do 2 next turn. And transfer all of my advances from one government category to another government category I have access to. I may ignore one of the above effects for each of your army units you choose to eliminate. Basically, I get my action back if I eliminate an army unit. Gosh.
Would be better if you got some gold with that.
Well, it makes them a step closer, I guess. Well, I did get a gold with that. Well, getting a gold is better than a barbarian getting plopped down, so, you know, whatever.
Sure. Are you done?
Sadly.
Okay.
I think it's worth the losing the dude.
All right, so from my sitter.
Sitter. When the lights go down in the city.
3 things, one of which can be a gold or happiness. There, I will take 2 resources. And here is just gonna make a little happy thing.
Happy city, neutral city.
Neutral city.
Not happy city.
Yep, that's it for me.
All right. 3 actions. Oh, I thought I had ore. I don't guess I have ore.
Blah.
Blah. That's how you feel? Thank you.
Need more upgrades.
Yeah, I understand that feeling. I'm going to use that and that to get me a temple. I'm going to use food into those to get an academy. And I'm going to spend 2 ideas to get this. Gives me a culture. Whoops. I took it from the wrong spot.
Is it me?
2 and 3 and 3 and 3 and 3 and 3. I don't think I've had any. I can't remember whether I had. Oh, I did have a couple from there. I don't know. All right.
All right, it's me.
All right, it's you. I was just trying to remember if I had taken it from the wrong spot. I caught myself taking it from the wrong spot that time, so I was just trying to review.
All right, I'm going to do this.
What is that?
Buy in advance. Use a cube from the supply, not the event tracker.
Nice. And then gain 2 ideas.
Yeah.
What was that?
It's my buying the advance.
Buy in advance.
I paid a gold and a food to buy the advance.
Gold and a food.
What's the problem?
Where's the request? Where's the
buy in advance as an action?
Buy in advance.
There, I'm buying it. The done.
A gold and a food.
That's what I paid in order to buy the advance.
I got you.
You seem really confused.
I am confused. I'm like, what? Yeah. You had to actually pay for it. That's weird. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then that makes you have 2 ideas, which lets you do more, which is good.
Yeah. It's going to get... That was 1.
That was 1.
Get an academy somewhere. I guess 1. I can't. Just kidding.
Haha. JK. You can if you collect first. You might not be where you want it though.
Yeah, I could collect first.
There's what I need. In case I lose some happiness here, which some events can do, I probably want to get circus and sports at some point.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, well, I'm worried right now about, since I have a unhappy down here, I didn't have a chance to do a happiness action.
Yeah, I will collect from there, I guess, which is a gold, a wood, and a ore, which I'm immediately going to just spend those 3 things to get an academy, which I think is this one.
Now you can start collecting your ideas.
I don't want to put it here. This one sucks.
Sucks.
I want to put it there, but I can't.
Well, you also don't want to put it too awful close to my cities. Because I'll influence it right up with the 6 culture sitting in my bank.
When I do the academy, I do gain.
There is a figure sitting on the green screen. That is the barbarian friend that she tried to befriend. It's over next to small friend, but it's on her shirt. I could put it over with small friend. There we go. Now he's a small friend.
So that was...
That was 3.
Yeah, that was everything. Boo.
Right. Boo earns status phase.
Yep, I have at least 4 cities not touching other cities.
Nice. I don't.
And I have 5 ore, which I pay 2.
Well, that's good for 2. I own more cities with academies than any other player. I own more cities with temples than any other player.
Dang.
I have more advanced categories with all 4 advances than any other player. 2 with 4. It's the only reason I took astronomy and rituals. to close them out. And I don't have that one, so...
I wish I bought 2 academies.
Well, yeah. Well, I wanted to knock that out while you were not in a good position to get them. That's why I spent from 7 gold to 4 gold to make sure that happened.
Get a free advance. I will get an event for this. Boo.
Earns me first. So I have to make my choice, unfortunately, before your ugly barbarian yacky schmacky happens.
Yours might happen first.
My event?
Oh.
The cube I had in my hand that now went all the way across.
I didn't know you had one in your hand.
I had one in my hand, and now I don't.
Hi, Dr. Sign.
Yeah, he's the one who asked about the figure on the green screen, which is now...
Almost lost.
Well, I had to go get the cube that fell all the way across the world. All right, now that he is fixed, now I'm taken care of. I am hoping you don't mess up my things going on. I'm going to collect an idea if the city has an academy on collect, so that gives me a happy, joy. You get yours.
I'll do circus.
Here is your event. Players with irrigation advance ignore the following effects. We have barbarians move. There are no barbarians, so you get a barbarian spawn with only the first part of the action, which is just that and that.
What, I had the whole first.
Which you had all of.
Might as well put it there. Next
because you can't build it 2 away on a non-barren spot. You can do it 2 away.
Yeah, like, what, here?
No, here. Well, yes, you could do it here. And it is 2 away from my city, so that is legal, I think. I'm fairly sure that is a legal spot. Which is odd. Because the barbarians, I don't think, can swim.
That's fine.
No. 2 land spaces of your cities.
Okay, I'll just leave it there.
You know, it has that is where it goes.
It's fine.
Or it can go there, rather. That's not a bad spot for a city. All things, I mean, you are like, that mountain range is really not. I like how they did the land in this. I talk about the land rules being fiddly, but it's only 5 land types. It's not too much to remember. And this little mountain range just really sets this apart. I'm amazed at how different the game plays with how this happened. You know what I'm saying? It's different. I like it.
So, we need cards.
We need cards. Action and objective. Action and objective. Oh. No.
We did it wrong last time. The
What?
Tech Advance Exchange.
Well,
That was my fault.
One more time.
When I just copied one of your your advances, you were supposed to get one of mine in addition. So you would have been 0.5 higher.
Exchange?
Yeah.
Mine was not an exchange.
No, I know, but I mean like last game.
You sure you didn't have this one?
I don't know.
Duplicate an advance that another player has within 2 spaces of a unit or city of the player? That's what I had.
Oh, it might have been that then.
That's what I'm saying. You have to have a unit within 2.
Did you?
Did I what?
Have a unit within 2.
2 spaces?
Ugh. Is it land spaces?
It does not say land. It says 2 spaces. The barbarian says land unit, so I think that it's... If it had said land space, then I would have been, oh yeah, I don't have it. But then I just would have moved closer and eventually would have hit. Like 1 space closer would have been 2 land.
Wow, okay.
Who earns? You said... Steph said boo last time we played this game. I said boo what? She said boo earns. Dude, I've lost it. I've seen very few episodes of The Simpsons, but I know that reference. We're calling out boo earns. Oh yes, thank you, Smithers.
Now what?
Now what, indeed?
Are you raising a city?
No. No, I can't. No. I can't do that.
All right, you changing your government? No.
No, I don't have a government.
And then you determine first player, so.
I think I'll let you go first.
Okay.
You.
Armies are expensive.
Now you realize this?
I do have this card I could do, actually.
Yeah?
It's a free action, I might as well.
Yeah?
Place a free infantry unit by paying a culture.
That seems good. The city does not activate, more importantly.
Yeah, I know. That's nice. Let's see. I will collect resources here.
We are flying into the last third of the game.
Just going to be a gold. And those 2.
Why is it a gold and a food and a wood?
With a port, one of my water spaces can be gold.
With a port? What is that advance?
It's not. It's a port. It's the ability of the port.
What? What? How did I not know this?
I don't know. Did you get your 2 ideas when you constructed an academy? Like, I don't know.
No, I did not. I didn't even see this, so I should be at 5 ideas.
And the temples also give you stuff.
What does the temple give me?
Look at the thing.
Gain a happiness or a culture when constructed. Well, holy mackerel. I didn't do that last game either.
It's like part of the benefit of building
Well,
these things.
I'm looking at this, and it doesn't say it on here at all, and I'm like, you get bonuses for these things?
Yeah. Just like when you knew about the fort because you get an extra die roll with that.
Oh, well, no, I never used it.
I know you never used it, but I used it.
Yeah.
It's funny to me that you did not.
Wow, I had no clue. I think I'll take a happy and a culture, I guess. I mean, I'd split them up. Sure. That's
So that's one thing I
wow.
did. I should do. I'm going to use those to get. Oh, I should have.
Yeah, you should have those.
I might as well get this because I'm immediately going to recruit army right now and a little bit. So my third action will be to recruit, which is going to be a smiley face and a food and an ore for 2 armies. Might as well do 2. And I get my resource back. No, I don't get it back. I gain either happiness or culture. Okay, I guess I'll take culture. I was thinking I had medicine too, which I don't. Which you should remember you have medicine, by the way.
I forgot taking a recruit action.
I forgot it all last game. So.
Well, you got it super, super late.
Alright, so that's me, I guess. That was 3 things. Yep, that was 3 things. No, I didn't get medicine super late. I actually got it super early.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I'm going to get ready for the barbarian advance because he's coming. 1. Uh, 2. 3. Cost 2 ideas. I get an event. Major earthquake. All players with at least 3 cities. They must remove their choice of 1 to 3 city pieces in total from their cities. Settlement pieces must be the last removed piece of a city. If a city is reduced in size but not destroyed, reduce its happiness 1 step.
Wow.
Keep this card. Place all removed city pieces on it. Each building and settlement piece is worth 2 victory points to the player who owns the piece. Each wonder piece scores normally, but its powers no longer affect the game except Great Pyramids.
I mean, the power of the Great Pyramids is to have an extra point at the end of the game.
So...
we have to lose a piece. That's terrible.
They must remove their choice of 1 to 3 city pieces.
I'm going to remove this.
Place this on it. You're going to get 2 points for that piece. I should remove both of my temples.
You don't need them anymore.
I need them, but I can rebuild them.
Sure.
I mean, I get temples without using food. Though I have only so many temples, but still. Now, the question is, do I want to do an academy? Do I want to do a city? Oh, no. If it's reduced in size, I have to reduce its happiness. That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that totally sucks.
Probably not worth it at that point.
That part really sucks. So I can recruit settlers. How about those 2? I mean, that's 4 points.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Instead of just a point apiece, it adds extra points. Now, they're no longer available in the game.
Yeah, and you can no longer build your cities higher until you get 2 more cities out.
Correct.
So, yeah. All right. That was that event. Now what?
That was a huge event.
Yeah.
Now, put that back. Where did the thing go? Oh, I did voting. I could pay a happiness to take a culture action. I would have to, if I took a free culture action, I would need to spend a culture just to get it further out. And then I could take the port. No. I do not want to do it. Round 2. God, that really sucked.
Not great. Not great. Alright, I definitely want to put an academy, I guess, here. The idea is I have to collect stuff. Collecting, I guess, from here. I don't know.
Oh, this is an increased happiness action, not an influence action. This is increased happiness action. Well, I don't need to do that, do I? Oh, that's the influence culture action. I see.
1, 2, 3. 3 things. Oh, and that gets me that because I collected from
a place with an academy.
Yeah, that's what I needed.
Yeah.
All right, that changes me a little bit. So then what do I want to do?
I think it's time
I'm going
to caffeinate.
Okay.
Where's my... I have not used one of these in a while. I have 130,000 points.
Wow. All right, if I move in...
If you move in.
If I move into that barbarian land. Maybe do it next turn.
It looks like the infantry wants to hit the small friend. It needs to be angry. So it'll like tear up the infantry.
Sure, might as well try.
Here, I'll do an angry.
I'll move that guy there.
A-N-G-R-Y. Do watch. He's gonna rip.
Alright, what do I do?
Oh, he's attacking him. What? What do you mean, what do you do?
I roll a die?
Yeah, where's your bonuses?
Don't think I have any. Let me see.
Wow, freaking earthquake.
Sure, I might
It destroyed 3 cities. That was bad.
I might as well do...
+2.
+2.
All right, so that's all the... I thought you got pluses for other things. No, that was your card.
I got a 6 anyway.
I got a 4. So close.
Didn't need it. I get 2 gold.
Barbarians are not bad when they're small like that.
No. And that was my 3 actions.
Actions. Seems good. Me round 2.
Yep.
Well, hey, I think it's time to make some settlers.
Yeah, probably.
Oh my goodness.
Caffeine, okay.
No, I already said that like a long time ago. Back when I popped the Coke.
It was my turn, so
yeah,
now
you were like super focused.
Yeah?
Yeah, you were.
Julie.
What? What, Julie?
I'm just giving her a hard time.
Is she there?
I don't know.
Jeez. I don't know.
What?
We're glad you're watching, Julie. Uh-oh.
Michael's making a mess.
No.
Breaking the box.
No. All right. Yeah, I need... How How much are they? Do I get anything special for making settlers? No.
No.
Actually, they cost 2 food.
Well, you do have medicine, so there's that.
Yes. So I get 4 things for collecting from there, plus an idea. Right? I get 2 food, an idea, and 2 wood, I guess. Right?
Sure.
Sure.
I don't know.
You don't know. I am going to create two settlers. He can create 3 settlers. It will cost food, gold, and a happy face.
Happiness is...
And then I'm going to distribute these out 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure this is worth doing, but I'm doing it. Hold on. Is there anything else I should be doing instead? Collect, build settlers. Oh, after a recruit action, get back a spent resource. Does that count the gold that I spent?
Yeah, I believe so.
Hmm.
Gold is a resource.
Gold is a resource. So, well, there is that. Yep. Round 3. Cruising into the end game here.
Alright, I will recruit with my little happy face. And
With my little happy face.
Right there.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing?
It's an objective. What can I say?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I will collect from here.
Step back.
Which is this. And I get...
You need to step back.
Gold. 1, 2, 3, 4. I get 4 things. 1, 2.
You got a new follow.
3, 4.
Captain Grimley.
Hello, Captain Grimley. Welcome. The little hard eyes. That's so cute. Alright, so then I will use ideas to get metallurgy. Finally. And I get that.
Oh, you steal weapons versus enemies without steel weapons for free?
Well, yeah.
Well, now I need steel weapons, but...
Well, there's no barbarians. So...
Well, you're coming.
Well, I've been collecting all this ore, and now I can get gold instead.
Well, that's why I did metallurgy, but I don't have steel weapons.
Oh, yeah, steel weapons is great.
Yeah, steel weapons is great. You're right.
Alright, that was my 3.
You're 3?
Yep.
I should probably do a wonder sometime. Nah.
Yeah, I was looking at that. It's possible. It just requires so much culture. I'm so, not cultured.
We're uncultured people.
Oh, this should be unhappy, I suppose.
Yeah. You right.
Yeah, right. I know I'm right.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah, this legend is ridiculous. It's not impossible, but it's ridiculous.
Well, that's within 2, so I could probably do that.
How's it going, Gumbo BJ?
He's the one who did the hard eyes.
Yeah, I know.
You're about to have another event happen.
It's true. Not that I want that, but yeah, it is true. You have a lot of settlers, just like.
I just created 3.
I know.
I mean, I need to put my cities back, right?
Oh, yeah.
1, 1, 1. Because if 1 appears, he'll now be over here. 2. 2 ideas is 3. As a free action, I'm going to pay 1 to take the influence culture action. It's going to take me 1 extra because I have a tiny city. And I'm going to roll against this port right here.
So you need to roll a 5 or a 6?
I need to roll a 5 or a 6 and then I can increase. How about a 6? My port.
I can still use it, though.
You can still use it. Yeah, that is your part. That is your port under enemy influence.
How do I get it back?
You can influence action your city, your own city.
And I need to roll a what?
5 or 6. Then you can boost. So, status phase. Influence. You must have more enemy buildings under cultural influence than any other player. Hey, that's me. Disney sidekicks.
I have at least 4 cities with army units.
A true story.
I have 5 ideas.
Oh, wow.
That's it for me.
Well, that was good, was it not?
It's fine. You stole my city, so.
I did steal your city. I didn't steal your city. I just stole your piece. You can always take it back. I wanted the 2 points.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't usually do it. So that is that.
So now
and
we do it.
then free advance.
I guess I'm first.
Because you are first player. And here is your event, unless you decide to not do it. But you're probably doing it.
I'll do drama and music.
Drama and music.
Yep.
That is exchange. That for that. That seems good. Oh, why do you always get the specials? You have got the great explorer. You have the great warrior
Probably
dude.
won't help.
Now you're getting the great engineer.
Okay.
And you're getting one of these crap gold fests because barbarians move, but not really. Where are you placing it? Next to all of your warriors, obviously. I mean, holy crap.
Actually, I want to put it here.
Okay, sounds good. You may pay 1 culture to keep this card as an action card, or else pass it to me. As an action, do 1 or both of the following. Gain a free construction advance, of which you have all of them.
Wow,
and then construct a building in one of your cities without activating it. Other costs and rules still apply. So the only thing you gain by it, no, a free, a construct that isn't a construct. It's not activating the city. So it still takes the action. It's better for me.
I should still not let you have it, so I will keep it.
Yeah, because I need 2 constructions.
Welcome in, Time Roller. Thanks for the raid.
Hello, Time Roller.
Party of 4. Welcome.
Would you like your normal table over here? Take a seat.
We have 1 more round in Clash of Cultures.
1 more age.
1 more age.
Yes. 18 rounds total in the game.
We get cards.
We get cards. I have not taken my advance. Thank you. Well,
Are you playing Time Roller?
Well, I do not have a wonder yet, but I can't even build it until I get engineering. So, like, that's 2 catches, 2 huge catches. Is that I'm not sure I'm going to need monuments. Clash of Cultures, Monumental. This is Monumental Edition. It does have, it's not Anniversary Edition, but the same concept.
Some updated things.
Some updated rules, and it includes the expansion. So worth doing. Enemies can't boost influence, culture, range, or roles versus your happy cities. So it would mean these, but that is your happy city, not my happy city. Well, I mean...
Oh, I really like Otis. That's a cool game. That's a really cool game.
I think I should probably do monuments. It does give me a culture. I can draw a wonder and see if it's even doable. All right. And I still must build engineering to be able to do it. But I can get that for free. It is one of my 9 remaining actions in the game, though.
Got problems.
You have issues?
Yeah, I do. I got lots of problems. All right. Now what? Cards.
Free cards. That's what's happening, because I'm like, I don't think I can do any of the stuff that I've got left.
Oh my gosh.
Julie says more issues than a newsstand. Nice.
This is just
also nice.
Ridiculous. I don't see how I could do all this stuff. All right. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it.
You got it.
Are you gonna make me go first, or no? I'm gonna raise this city. Sorry, that's gonna get a gold.
That's gonna get a gold. Yeah, that's for sure. Needing to have an. I'm not raising any cities because I need cities.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's probably not the best choice for me to do. It is 1 point per city piece, so I won't do it. I don't know if I need the gold, but it's 1 point, so I might as well.
It is a point. It is a point.
So,
gold is not a point.
Right. So are you keeping me at first?
Yeah, I'm keeping you first.
All right, I'm gonna do a free action to duplicate one of yours, and then you can duplicate one of mine.
Both are done at no food cost. They're both done from the supply. You must have a unit or city within 2 spaces. That counts. I say that counts anyway.
Sure.
So what do you have?
I'm going to get monuments.
You're going to get monuments.
So that gets me a wonder.
It costs no food. So I shouldn't do engineering.
Yes, more issues than a newsstand. Jeez.
Well, let me take another look at these cards here. Well, yeah, these cards all suck. Ships may move. Your cities may collect from water. Well, that's probably not a bad deal for this dude because, I mean, he can still collect from the forest, but extra food is not bad. I don't necessarily need to get ports. I have a port already.
Can't use it.
I can't use it even if I have port. If I make a port, then I can recruit ships and collect gold from sea spaces. But instead of using fishing.
Right.
But does it cost a food to do?
No.
Instead of using fishing.
Because I have fishing, I can collect from water spaces for food.
But instead,
I can collect one gold. Or happiness, I suppose.
Well, I mean, that seems pretty good.
All right,
if I'm going to get a free... Let me look. I give you your wonder so you can...
What? Frack. It's so good.
Frack.
So good for, like, the beginning of the game.
Yeah. I'm with you there. All right, that was your...
Nothing.
That was your free action.
Yeah.
Tech exchange.
Yep. All right, so...
Still on 3 actions.
Yeah. I have a free action to change that into culture. So why not?
Mm-hmm.
I will try...
to change that port back.
And move in.
No. All right, that's 1 dude.
Yeah.
Come on, barbarians.
Might as well just go for it.
Barbarians never win. You get +2 for free.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
5.
Oh, 4 again. No. How about 2 more gold?
I'll take it.
I bet you will.
Unhappy.
So, you don't care.
Don't care.
Don't care one bit.
Don't care.
Don't care.
All right, so that was 1.
That was 1.
That seems good.
That seems good. Although the barbarians would not seem to think so.
Let's see. Let's see. I will collect from here. Actually, let's see. I will actually do this as
an
action. Construct first. But it doesn't count towards that city. So I can construct... Don't want to construct.
You want to construct...
Probably... I could do a temple.
You will gain a culture or a happiness.
That's not bad. Yeah, sure. I'll do a temple. Why not? That gets me...
You do have 4 cities.
I have 5 cities.
Well, it's a level 4 right now, so... Temple, did you get your happy or culture? See, I didn't get those last game.
Well, whose fault be that? You still won.
No, it's who fault that be.
It's
the
fine.
Bard Layton's rule.
And then I will collect from here, so that's 5 things. So I get...
Now, the only reason you did that was because of this great engineer, which is awesome.
I get a gold, 1 of everything, and 1 more ore.
A gold, 1 of everything, and 1 more ore. Okay.
And so that was a free action, a move, a build, and a collect. So
that was a free action, a move, a build, a collect.
Then I'm done, I guess.
A move.
That's not really.
A build, a collect.
Yeah.
Yeah, time to build that wonder right there in that happy city.
Well, that's the idea, but we'll see.
That's the idea.
I don't know if I have enough stuff, but I do have 7 gold, so. As you pull an event that's like, every player gets 2 gold.
Yeah, that's the sucky part. I have to do engineering at some point. So why not now? Immediately draw one of these.
That's good.
What? That's awesome.
What?
What? Well, that makes that much more appealing. So I could get gold, 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 or gold, gold, wood, wood.
I didn't
Right.
collect my idea.
Oh yeah. Or gold, gold, wood, wood. No, 4 things. 1 less. One less wood.
Too much to do. Too much to do.
I had to get an idea though. Oh, before I collect, let's do that event. Because that may change everything.
Yep.
So, gold, gold, or wood, wood. No, 1 wood, 1 idea. Epidemic. Players with sanitation ignore. All players with 2 units remove 1 of them.
No problem.
So and there's also no icon. So
yeah, it was nothing.
Gold, gold, wood idea, or
Yeah. We don't get a free advance at the end of the game, so. Yep.
can I do this?
Nope.
I think I can.
Okay.
Can I do this now? 1, 4, 5. No, cannot do it. So I should probably just collect. I would get food, food, wood, wood idea. Food, food. Wood, wood. Idea.
Wow.
It's fine.
Wow.
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 That's 1, 2. Do I want to do any free actions? I don't think there's any. I could pay a culture to take an influence culture action. I'd basically have to pay 2. I'd have to pay 2 because I have to do it long distance. Nope. I can't do it. I should not do it.
It's good for me, I suppose. I can do that instead. Alright, I will spend 2 ideas to get bartering.
Bartering. That lets you discard a card for a gold or a culture, which is real good.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Discard that. For
So there's a lot of things you just can't do for a
Yes.
culture.
Yes. And then I can actually build the Great Pyramids.
Ah, I thought about taking that thing from you.
So 3,
She wins ties at
4,
the end of
5,
the game
6,
now.
7, 2 and 1, 2 food, 5 culture.
Dun, 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 dun. It's like Civilization.
What are the ties for though? I don't remember.
You mean ties for like
Everything?
the end of the game?
If we had the same.
If we're the same points, yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to do that.
Yeah.
And that was 2 things. I might as well. Spend 2 more ideas to get. Wow, that's so good. I should have done that like a long time ago. Taxation.
As an action, pay a happy to gain 1 or 1 per city. Wow. I didn't think about that, but yeah.
Alright, it's you.
It's me. Round 2. That's just not happening. That's probably not happening. That's probably not happening.
God, that taxation is so good.
All right. It is very good. I think it's time to build a great statue.
Wow.
That's 4 wood, and 1 and 4 is 5, and 1, 2, 3 food, and 5 of this is the great statue.
Nice. What does it do for you?
It lets me draw an objective card, and I can discard an objective card from my hand to take an extra action once per turn, which is why I tried to do it here instead of here. It's like free action. So, dun, 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 dun. So, oh, I can't do it yet. I can, as soon as I do, this.
Sure.
That's 1. This is 2.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I knew that was that had to be done at some point.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, it's then. So now I have 1 more action and potentially a free action. These ideas are just sitting there collecting dust.
Well, use them.
Working on it. And I needed monuments to build that thing. This thing right here. And it's the one I drew actually on engineering, not the one I drew on monuments.
Sorry, I meant to discard my other card. I need that one. I just picked one randomly and I needed that one. I'm like, where's my card?
Oh, gain an extra action this turn? Yeah,
In
you
case I
probably need that.
In case I need it.
Yeah, you probably need it.
Yeah, that other one was like garbage though. Too many cards. Too much to do.
Too much to do. I am with you there. Do I collect and try to do this happy schmappy? No, because I don't think it's going to happen.
Currency is just also so good.
Oh, I need my objective card.
Yeah, that's really good.
No.
What do you mean no? You can always discard it, remember?
Yeah, but... One, two, three.
What am I gonna do on my final turn? It's funny because like the first game we played, we like got so many event cards that like made our cities unhappy and all these things. I'm like, I'm gonna get missed to avoid that. This game we haven't had it at all.
Yeah, we didn't have one bit of it. It's like crazy.
It's a much different game, right?
Yeah, completely. I keep thinking I might be able to do this if I work this right. I'm gonna give it a shot. For action 3, I'm going to discard a card for a gold or a culture. I get a happy for it. What lets me exchange? That drama and music lets me exchange.
Yeah, that was actually really handy. Way handy.
So I'm going to do that. And then for my free action, oh, hey, I'm not going to have 3 trade routes. Let's get rid of that objective and take an extra action.
Yeah, nobody's moving in either.
Nobody, yeah. I can get... forest, or gold. Oh, crap. Now I know what I wanted to do. Forest, or gold. Oh, I needed to spend 2 ideas for that bartering.
Okay.
Discard a card for a free culture.
Oh, that's right. I could do it like that.
Oh, but I'm not... I'm not going to be able to do both of these things. I'm just not. But in case I can.
Yeah, there's no way I can get another wonder of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on. Is can I squeeze out another wonder? And I don't think I can.
I think it's important to keep looking at your board all the time because there's so many things I'm like, oh, if I did it that way, I could have done that instead. Like, just remembering you have medicine, remembering you have bartering, remembering you have taxation, all these options available to you.
Yeah, this is not going to happen. This heroic general.
Yeah.
Because it's after winning a battle, and the battles are probably not going to happen. So, sadly.
All right, is it me? I can't tell.
Yes, it is you. Round 3, your last round.
I'm gonna discard this wonder
For
a gold.
Oh yeah, you can discard
Free
a card
action.
for a gold.
And I'm going to build something. I'm gonna build an academy. I can build it in. I cannot build it in.
No,
it
it
has
has
to go here.
Yes.
That stinks. I get 2 ideas.
Yeah, because it's within 2 of my spots. 3 of my spot.
Yeah, I know. 2 ideas. So that was 1.
You could potentially make that happy or neutral and then do it back further.
maybe instead of that gold, I'll take this. No, it's probably beneficial to get that. I don't know. Gain one. Equals 2 unconstructed. Ugh. Well, I need to get, I guess, currency.
We will not receive our free advance and all that other stuff at the end of the status phase.
No, I know.
Would you build up? You did what?
What?
What you did?
I did.
The free action?
I spent 2 gold to do that. That's the only thing I've done so far.
May get gold from taxation or trade routes. That's the only one thing you've done? I thought you did 2 already.
Well, I did a free action.
You did a free action. Got you. So you did
I
one.
forget why I needed the culture. Why did I need culture? Oh, to pay for the extra card. If I want an extra turn.
Want an extra turn?
With this card that I have.
Oh yeah, the one that you said. Why not? Why would you not take an extra action?
Well, yeah, sure, but I'm gonna then what? So now I can, as an action, pay a happy face to tax everybody.
And you may take gold.
I mean,
why would you not take gold?
That's 5 gold.
Can you tax the happy one? Yeah, I think you can.
It doesn't say I can't.
Doesn't say you can't. Sure. That's
so then
2.
2. Then what?
Then what?
3 to get my last thing here because I need it. I get.
You need trade
event.
routes.
Yeah.
You need something for something.
Yeah.
You get an event.
Yep.
Earthquake!
God, it's terrible.
This is if you have less than 3 cities. It's not all players less than that has 3 cities. You must remove. It's the same thing, and you're going to get points for it. So it's like really, really good right now. Just
kill all my cities if they're worth 2 each.
Yes.
Because they're only worth 1 each.
Yes. And you don't necessarily want to lower the happy face, though it doesn't really matter. So you can go ding, ding, ding. That's 6 points instead of 3. That's like a 3-point card for you. It's
well, why wouldn't I just do all of my buildings total?
1 to 3 city pieces.
Why don't I just do that? That's
great. Yeah. Blink, blink. And I can't do it, so...
I mean, the downfall now is I can't build another thing, which I was going to do.
Well...
but, instead I can just make this into a settlement. As my final action.
That's 1 more point.
Using that card. So.
That's 1 more point.
Sure. Seems like a decent thing. Because my final objectives don't need that anyway, so. That seems good.
It do seem good. We're talking about objectives. Let me see them and everything else you've got. You can take a spy out of the military. You can't take a spy out of the soldier.
You just look at them or you switch them?
I'm going to then swap one that I want. Everything. Look at another player's action cards, objective cards, and wonder cards. Everything. Not that it should matter. You have all 4 economy advances. I'm not going to have that. You have all 4 traditions. I don't have that. But could I get it? I could get all 4 traditions.
So you have to swap the same exact type?
Yes.
Wow. Well, that stinks for me. A lot.
But I wouldn't have to do anything if I just took your... Well, it's economy or traditions, and I can actually get traditions. So it's going to hurt you either way. So I will take that and give you... you can actually do that one.
Good.
No, you can't do this one. The one that I give you, you can actually. Oh, You can't do this one, but I was planning on doing this one. You can do the other one, so I'm not really slowing you down with that.
Good.
Good. This is my first action. It would be 2 and 3 doing that, but then I do have a card to get the fourth action. No, I don't have a card to get the fourth action. So what do I do instead? Can I think I'll have to try to go for the Great Library. No, I can't because I don't have the culture now.
Just give him my card back.
No. I'm trying to find a way to... I'm trying to find a way to do the Great Library, but I'm not going to be able to get the 2 culture advances. Yep, I'm going to give you this that I was going to do for myself. I know you can't hear me because you've gone away to the restroom, but I was going to get the wood or the fortified, own more cities with fortresses than any other player. That would have been nice. But I can't let you just have the traditions advance. So that basically takes 2 points away from you. I could probably just let's see, if I do these 2 here, I'm gonna get an event, unfortunately. I could just like build stuff or do culture actions against her. Doing culture actions against you seems like a good plan as well. I gave you this. You have to have wood or more fortresses, and I was going to do that, but now I really cannot.
Boo.
This was the one that I could have given you, but you would have been able to play anyway. Outpost. You have armies on at least 3 different land spaces, not adjacent to your cities or in one of your cities, which you just earthquaked away. It would have been, if you had not had the earthquake,
Dang.
this would have, I would have given this to you.
Hey,
and
Benita.
I would have also gotten that one. Your earthquake, like, literally saved you.
Hey, Benita, welcome in, Raiders. Sorry.
Hello, Raiders. And
I guess Michael.
hello,
missed it.
KTBG Sean. No, it just popped up. KTBG Sean followed the channel.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Benita. We are finishing up Clash of Cultures.
Yes.
And it is looking to be fairly tight.
It's pretty close. We're on literally the last turn of the game.
My last 3 actions. That was my first action, but I'm gonna get a bonus one for my great statue. Thanks for this crappy card here. Look, I just drew this one when I got the great statue.
Wonderful.
Immediately, on your turn, if you're the only player to have constructed a wonder this game. This is right after you constructed this, and I'm a little late. Or in the status phase, you were the only one to construct a wonder at this age. Well, that would have also been nice. But I need 5 culture for this wonder that I have in my hand. So, yeah, that's also not going to happen. I could go 2, 3.
Yeah. Benita, what were you playing?
and then I won't have enough to build something. I could build 2 things. I could do an influence action against you. What?
You can't.
I can't do an influence
action. Not that city. Here you could, I guess.
Well, yeah, it's 4 away.
So.
Can I do it against your happy cities?
I don't know.
There's one that says that I can't.
Oh, I don't have it.
You don't have it. That's what where is that?
It's not, again, you can't boost rolls.
Well, I'd have to boost to get to you.
Oh.
But I can get you this far away. I have 1 and 1 more. Obviously, I can discard a card for a freebie. I'm definitely going to discard the library because I can't do it for 1 more culture in case I do that action. That's a freebie.
I think I played Power Plants. I think I played it before it became the game Power Plants. What was it called? What the heck was it called before that? Now I have to look.
Power Plants from KTBG, which is why KTBG Sean is here.
Welcome in. Power.
So if Sean is from KTBG, you could send us Power Plants.
I thought Power Plants was... What am I thinking of?
I don't know. I am not sure what you were thinking of.
Looks cute.
All right, it costs a food and a wood and an ore to build. That's really the only place I can do it because I can't do it at a spot with because you have monument. No, you do have monuments.
Yeah.
A food, which is a gold, and an ore and a wood is going to get me. I don't know.
Oh, I was thinking of Power On, which is replemented with Power Failure, the new Power game. There's too many Power games apparently. Getting confused. You're building a port.
No. Wait. What else? Oh. Building a temple. I can actually get to. I can get to more culture.
More culture. Yeah.
I can actually get that last little bit of culture. And I probably might have been able to get enough culture to squeeze out that wonder, but I wasn't truly thinking about being able to squeeze it out.
Hey, Alex. Welcome in. Final round of Clash of Cultures. The Monumental Edition.
Dun, dun, dun. It's their upcoming Kickstarter. How cool.
Nice.
I can pay 1 to take an influence culture action, but I'd have to boost it like immediately. Is there anything else I can do? I have a wood and a gold as I'm 1 resource short.
Can you do any conversion for resources or something?
I'm looking.
To do what? Oh, to get your thing.
To get 1 more temple.
Yeah.
And then I would do a free action to try to influence the culture. Well, I can collect as my 3rd action and take my 4th action as my discard. You know what I mean? So my first action was doing that thing against you. My second action is building this temple. My third action is collecting from somewhere to give me enough to get the temple. That's or gold wood. Or gold wood. Idea. Not that the idea is going to help a great deal. Temple for this objective card.
Thanks for the raid. Hope you have a great night.
1 and 2 and 3 will get me last temple. And I'm fairly sure this is probably automatic at this point. Pay 1 to take an influence culture action. Pay 1 to boost the range. It's not automatic. If I roll a 1, I don't get it. That's a 6. Remove your academy. Put in my academy. And that is the game. Completed objectives. I do not have any more, sadly.
Well, you took mine.
I did take yours on purpose.
I still get to do that.
You do still have the economy.
Yep,
And you do get half point for each of those things. So that's really good. All right. Well, I believe that's where it ends. Double checking. Because I think that's all you do is the status phase stuff.
I mean, that's what it says on
after
the
age 6, or if a player has no city, the game ends after this step. Wow. Or if a player has no cities. Wow. That's an end condition that can end it before the 6th phase.
Well, yeah.
Before
if you
the
come
6th
over
age,
here and just take all my
and just
cities,
eat your cities, then you've
I'm
lost your
done.
civilization. I mean, that's like brutal.
There's a score sheet somewhere, I think.
Not for this, I don't think.
I really thought there was.
Let me look. Because I should use the components that they have given us.
I really thought there was, but maybe not.
Well, let me check the rules now that you say it. No, and I think that's one of the things that this needs to have is a score tracker. And no, there is not.
All right, so per city piece.
Remember,
I can
like,
do it over here.
I got it. All right, you can do it. Let's do it in order. 1 per city piece.
That's what I said.
Yeah, well, that's just saying. Let's do this in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could have just built a city, but then I wouldn't have had the culture. I wouldn't have that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
5.
All right. 1/2 per advance. $12 total.
12.5.
So you get half point extra. 2 per objective.
All right.
Uh-oh. $10. What'd you get?
12.
Nice. 4 per wonder, except you get 5. 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Event, you get 8. I get 4. I think you have it.
I don't.
Oh, you missed it by 1. I bet.
Let's see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 2.5. So 42.5 for me. And Michael has 10, 20, 30, 42.
What? You said you didn't have it.
I didn't know. 0.5.
So 4 for that.
Wow.
12. You said you didn't have it.
I wasn't sure.
24,
you
34,
took over my stuff.
42. So it's 42 to 42, but you have the tiebreaker without the 0.5.
Yeah, I would have won with
Because
the
you don't get a 0.5.
Great Pyramid.
If
baby.
I had stolen it before that happened, you would have, that would have happened. If you hadn't had an earthquake.
Yeah, earthquake saved my butt.
That did. How many
You
times
stole
can you say
my
that?
card. It was so ridiculous.
That's why I let you go first the last 2 rounds.
Well, that was terrible. I didn't like that.
I know you don't like it, so I did it.
I was like, just like one resource short of getting the traditions one out that you took from me, but then you just would have taken the economy one anyway.
Yes, that is correct. I could have gone after the traditions one, but I wanted to. I mean, I was trying to just get as many little points as I could.
Wow.
You had.
That was crazy. Look at my awesome city, though. It's so cool.
Oh, wait a second.
What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 13 points. This counts as a thing, as a city piece.
Well, I didn't
1,
count
2, 3,
mine then,
4.
so...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought
No,
you counted.
there's 4 in there.
Oh, that's right. So it's 43 to 43.
43.5 to 43.
No, you don't get the 0.5.
Why not?
Round down.
Does it say that?
Yes. You get for every pair. Now let me look. You might be right. You might be right. I'm going to look. I don't think you get a half point.
I think so. It says half point per advance.
Let me look.
That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Let me look here. Do not round down. You get the half point.
That's right.
Wow.
And like I said, I still got tiebreakers.
So if I had conquered this, you still, not that I could with monuments, but you still get the full 5 points.
Right.
Just because of the Great Pyramid. So even if you didn't have monuments, I still couldn't do it to yours. You couldn't do it. You can do it to mine, and we basically split the wonder points. Wow. So you didn't even need the tiebreaker in that case.
I mean, I wasn't expecting I was going to need a tiebreaker, but I really wasn't expecting it to be that close either.
Yeah.
Like, that was crazy close.
Well, see, that's the thing. This game seems to always be the two games we played, 3 points and half point within each other.
Half point.
So, in case you can't tell, this game is fantastic. Even better the second time when I got my butt handed to me. Now that I can see the interactions even mid game. Then it's not that mid game. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with all this. And now I actually did a little bit of the culture that I didn't do before.
Well, we were kind of far away from it. I thought this was you couldn't do it based on that, but you still can. You just can't boost your rolls with the
can't boost. Yes.
Totalitarianism.
Well, I mean, I had to boost my distance.
No, I know, but that's what I mean. Like, before you didn't need it in the last game, and I didn't even realize. I probably should have been doing that too the whole time if I.
I didn't have anything on that spot specifically.
But I mean, just in other spots, if I could have. I don't know if I could have.
I was
out of reach.
I intentionally set all my stuff far back, and I built up behind. I turtled.
Right.
On that last game.
I was dealing with barbarians last game. This game, you kind of had that a little bit.
I only had
barbarians
still had a lot of barbarians.
Yeah, no,
and so,
they're good.
Just so you know, oh, hi. Let me take that, dude. Just so you guys know, when you get barbarians, don't freak out. They're actually not bad, especially if you get the ones that don't put two dudes down.
Yeah. I needed that last
The
game,
one that I got?
two dudes. I needed it.
Yeah, but that caused me that slowed me down right at the start. Just enough. Though the gold did help.
But last game I had 2 objectives. That would have been 4 points if I could have defeated any one barbarian with 2 dudes on it.
I just wonder, could I have done this better? Let's say that I had not done my last action to do the temple, right?
Yeah.
I would have done one more roll, right? I would have spent 1 to boost.
Where?
Oh, no, because I can't do it here. I can't do 2.
Right.
So I would have had to have done it before you either hit the temple or the monument. So there wasn't 2 to take.
For most of the game.
The earthquake just totally saved you. I'm not sure I could have done anything different at the end. And that's what I was trying to calculate out. Temple would help. Plopping down a dude here would help, but not. The temple's the same thing.
Right.
It's the same exact thing.
Bye, BJ. Thanks for staying.
Bye, BJ.
But yeah, it's. So I had the traditions really early. I just didn't work on it, and then I picked up really late the economy. I'm like, well, maybe if I focus in the last round or 2, I can get them all out. And then I realized how valuable taxation was because I had 5 cities. I'm like, I should have been doing taxation like every turn.
Now, had I plopped down 3-4, I don't.
So had you done that, you would have got 2 points for the objective and 1 more point for the 2 cubes.
2 more points for the objective.
Yeah.
2 more points. 1 more point for the cubes.
Right. So it's 3 points total. So I don't know what you did with 2 other actions.
I built 2 temples.
So that's 2 points.
Which means I could have had 1 more point. but I would have risked not getting the roll. It would have been like, so I would have been 2 down but 1 up, right?
Right.
2 down and 1 up.
Right.
And so a 1 or a 2 would have failed.
So the benefit of doing the traditions was...
but an event would have happened.
That's also true.
So we can look at it.
Yeah, what would it have been?
The barbarians would have spawned and would have gotten 2 food.
All right. So the bonus of that is you would have free action for drama music to exchange one of your happiness into a culture.
Well, that would have been the one. That's the one I was talking about. I would have been 2 culture down and 1 culture up. So it would have been it was a 1 would have failed, now 1 or a 2 would have failed.
I think going for traditions would have been the better plan. Obviously this bottom part of legend is ridiculously dumb.
Right, but I mean, so I could have done the traditions, but I thought that I might have, and I didn't think it was going to be a half point close.
Well,
and that would have gone a half point to you to a half point to me.
Right.
It was that razor thin. But I don't think it would have also helped the stream out that much if I would have been like, yeah, and if I do that, and I do that, and I do that, and I do that, and I do that.
You don't know until you
count don't know
everything. You didn't
I wasn't
know, like...
If it was just me and you sitting here, I probably would have counted it all out.
Oh, my God.
I know.
Well, it's not fun, so...
Well, it wasn't fun for the stress. That's why I was like, you know what? I'm just going to slap down a couple of temples to have just enough of these, and I think I have it.
Yeah.
I thought I had you by a couple of points. But... ta-da, 1/2 point. And you know what?
This
it doesn't matter. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
The game is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that it was so close.
Absolutely.
So we'll have to try leaders at some point.
Oh, absolutely.
And then all the extra buildings.
The leaders and the obelisks and the market and the observatory and the cavalry and the elephants.
Yeah, so like, again, all the buildings do different things, Michael.
Yes, well, you know, I might have. Did I win the last game? I won the last game, but it's only because I turtled. So it obviously didn't hurt me any, but I didn't do any of this.
Right.
So the obelisks they're immune to influence culture, and it stays the player's color even if the city is captured. The obelisk is yours. It's forever yours. With a market, cities with a market may recruit cavalry and elephants. So that's nice. And you can gain 1 gold total when an enemy uses trade routes with one of your cities with a market. So trade routes, which I had the option of doing that. I had one of the cards. If I had established 3 trade routes, you need either a ship or a settler within 2 spaces of another city.
All you had to do was that, for what it's worth.
For 1 trade route.
Yeah.
I need 3 trade routes for that card.
I could have built a couple boats and had a couple trade routes, but it's like...
Me.
I understand. I'm just saying it's not as hard as you think.
It was hard for not having settlers and boats.
Yeah, but...
I didn't have the settlers and the boats. So I wasn't in a position to do it. It was the last age. It's like get 3 trade. There's no way I'm going to get 3 trade routes.
Yeah, the last age it's too late for that.
Yeah. Especially when it's only going to give me a couple points. And then the observatory, gain 1 action card when you construct it. So that's pretty nice.
I want more objective cards.
Well, that happens with the Great Statue.
Oh.
I mean, you get 1 free.
Yeah, I also had the what did I have? Mausoleum.
Oh.
What did this one say? This was
the
good
Great
early.
Mausoleum.
Whenever you draw an event card or action card, you may draw the top card of the relevant discard pile instead.
Ooh.
Yeah, your discards.
Ooh, I like what you just played on me. I'm taking it. Yeah. So
yeah, but if I were to play a card, I have to play it on the bottom of the deck.
So I almost got the Great Library constructed. I couldn't quite get I didn't think I could get the culture, is the thing.
Yeah.
And with building, I might have been able to squeeze it out. But I wasn't willing to count it up to see if I could eventually get the I ended up with 4 culture the way I did it.
Right.
One of which I spent to boost the range because I had to. But I wasn't going to sit there and try to. This was, I thought, was my most likely point scoring, but I couldn't. I didn't see a way I could quite get it. But that would have also been, that would have been a 4-point swing instead of a 3 or a 2-point swing. Mm-hmm. So it's fantastic. Fantastic game.
See, it's funny because like when I first said, I think you're gonna really, really like this game.
I'm liking it the more I play it.
Yeah, well, okay, so we played like half the first game, and he's like, he was really frustrated, but by the end of it, he could see the interactions and how the buildup actually matters.
I wasn't getting any barbarians. I built military early. I advanced on you. You got barbarians. You built military, and I'm like, I just spent all this time marching over here. For what? Right. For nothing.
Right. Sure.
And I had actually built a city.
I have played this several times.
Okay, so we had basically something that was not exactly like this, but it had like a little narrow strip of land in where I built a city smack dab in the middle. To where she couldn't put anything in the 7 spaces around.
Yeah, I was lost.
She could have
landlocked.
Well, you could have passed by me and just steamrolled over.
I could have done that, yes, but I was dealing with barbarians. I had enough cities. They were all just on top of each other.
They were on top of each other,
and I was dealing with it. But it was, I felt I was doing okay, but by the end, I didn't really have a lot of buildings made and stuff. So you ended up winning by a few extra points. I had cards I couldn't do.
Yep.
So it was like
I think I made myself look bigger than I was.
Well, you had the whole board.
Then that's how I made myself look bigger, but I really wasn't. I was so stinking weak.
Oh, I know you were weak. I had tons of armies because I had one card that was like have 12 units by the end, and that the last round I'm like build everything just to get.
And I was, and this is me.
That wasn't
thinking. Good. I was thinking she was gonna totally attack, and she's like, "Don't worry about it." And I'm like. Sort of like this. Sort of like when she had the 4 around the cities.
I had the objective to have 4 cities with the armies in. I'm like, that's really easy for me to do.
Oh, would have had 2 more points had I been able to give you. Had this earthquake not saved your butt.
I know.
Gosh, it gave you just barely enough.
Well, not only did it give me... It gave me, instead of 1 point for the settlement, it gave me 2 points for the settlement. So that was like a huge card for me.
3-point jump for you.
And at the perfect time.
At the perfect... Because
game, it's like
because it gave you this, and when I could have had wood, easy had wood, 5 wood.
Yeah.
I could have easily put a fortress instead of a temple. That's the other side of that card. It's the wood side, fortress side. I could have had either side of that card. But if I had given her the other objective card, it was this, where you have 3 of those, and that's 2 points.
No, but I'm just saying, like, if this earthquake happened any other time during the game, I needed those cities to build up that.
But if I had given you this card, which would have given you 2 points, had you had a city like right here or something, then what would have happened was I would have given you that card, and I would have had a 2-point bonus on you at the end.
No.
It was that rate. She got me by a razor edge. It's so good. This game is so good. Highly recommend it. Getting better every play. I can't wait to add the expansion. The true question that you guys might have on your minds is, if I have the existing Clash of Cultures and expansion, do I need this? If you don't have the expansion, this is clearly the way to go. If you do have the expansion, I suspect Steph is going to say, yes, this improves the original gameplay. I suspect.
So the thing is, I think if you have it already with the expansion, you might not need it, and you can incorporate, like, for example, the wonder rules, where you draw it into your hand instead. You can
I think there might be a thread in there in BGG that says, can I incorporate these rules into the expansion? Some you can. A couple I'm probably sure you can't. Some of the cards have changed a little bit. But I think a lot of it
cards have changed. A lot of this board has changed. So it's just more of... I would take a look at that thread, see what the actual differences are, and if that matters to you.
And tip that guy Geek Gold, because he deserves every bit that he gets.
Sure. So for me, I definitely am liking this. I don't think I'll play it 4 players because that's what turned me off from Clash of Cultures to begin with.
The board is bigger. The board is bigger with 3 and 4 players.
Well, yeah, the board is bigger, of course, but it's just it can be a little bit chaotic in between turns.
Are the land tiles the same?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same. Yeah. So that's all like the same, but I enjoyed Clash of Cultures. I've played it many times, but there was one game, the final game, I played many years ago with 4 players, and it was 20 minutes in between my turns.
Never again.
And I'm just like, I can't do that again. But 2 players works pretty well for me. So if Michael wants to play this again,
heck yeah,
we could play with leaders and stuff, see how that goes. And I'm definitely interested in that. So for me, I really I like building up my tech and getting new abilities, and so for me, it works a lot.
I think like I say, I got started on Civ games early with Civilization. Nations is a good abstracted, non-dudes on a map Civ game.
I love Nations. So.
Through the Ages is fun, but fiddly with the cubes up and down the track. Fiddly. Electronic implementations are so good if you play them on where do you play Through the Ages? Wherever it is.
I think it's just an app that you download and you have it.
Yeah, it is. It makes all of that really, really easy to deal with. I think so. Advanced Civ / Mega Civ up here for me. Nations and Through the Ages about here for me, and I think Clash of Cultures is in that same group for me. Super, super high, right behind Advanced Civ, and for those of you who know me, that's probably pretty high praise. Because I think I like Nations above Through the Ages, but I like Clash of Cultures around that whole zone right there.
Yeah.
I don't usually like dudes on a map as much as the abstracted Nations and Through the Ages. Usually, this dudes on a map works. I was telling you, I think that this is what Sid Meier's Civ should have been instead of the square-based. They were too much. I think this Civ, the Fantasy Flight box Civ, is a lot. They tried to graphically make it Civilization 1. I think they go into more hex-based movement with the later computer implementations, and that's grid-based. I mean, I'm like, it's not good. Hex-based, yes. This is the way.
With what he says.
Oh, I know you do. But grid-based movement on a dudes on a map game is not good, because then you get problems with diagonal movement.
Yeah, but sure, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with that right now, but I like what it's doing here. I like the objective cards because that kind of gives you something to shoot for, and you're getting them throughout the game, so you can kind of alter what you're doing. But it gives you reasons to build guys. It gives you reasons to get resources you might not have otherwise gotten to push a different strategy.
It makes things different every time.
Well, yes. That's why I like.
Absolutely.
I like the objectives, and I think that adds a lot to the game.
I agree 1,000%.
So.
I mean, I always love. Hey, 2-point objective here, extra 2-point objective here, and it makes the difference in the game if you can pull those off. So, absolutely, I agree.
Alex says, I like Civ building games, but dislike most of the attacking conflict.
I agree.
Why Tapestry kind of became my favorite. So for me, Tapestry doesn't really fall into the same kind of game, even though
there is sort of a little bit of attacking.
There is also attacking in that.
You go in and you drop their tower.
So
that's more or less an attack.
I agree. There is definitely attacking in Tapestry, but I don't kind of.
But I do like Tapestry.
And I do like Tapestry actually a lot, but it's.
I don't get the same Civ feeling.
I don't get the same Civ feeling, and I
it's
understand
4 tracks.
That it is a Civ game, but I honestly don't get the same feeling as I do with something like
Agreed.
This. So,
I mean, Tapestry, you got this huge honking city
right
in front of you that nobody can touch. You just build a grid basically, and that's going to give you bonuses.
Yeah.
Everything out here in the middle, it matters, but it doesn't. it's a few resources here and a few resources there. And you're basically just trying to go up on these tracks as far as you go. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Tapestry.
I do.
I just don't
Tapestry,
get the same Civ feel.
I don't either.
But it does have some of that.
Tapestry is equally as mean as this game is.
I think so.
We had like no real battles.
We had no real conflict.
Though I know that there can be.
There can be. All you had to do is send your 5 dudes
I could have built a ship and just sailed over and then, like attacked, like no problem. You would have had a sad day if I did that. But you would have saw me building ships, and likely.
That's the thing. You have time to anticipate these things,
right?
But some of the Civ cards the objective cards could say build 4 boats, build 6 dudes, build 12 dudes, and
then take another action, yeah.
And then I wouldn't have known whether you're coming to get me or trying to fulfill those cards. Right. Oh no, it's fine, right. And then it's not.
So yeah, this has potential to be much meaner than what we did here.
And though you and I both, you dislike mean games more than I dislike mean games.
I totally don't. Yeah, I mean, I agree that I really am not a big fan of mean games, but I understand it can happen. The only reason I'm arguing this point, Alex, is because the last game I played of Tapestry, I was just trying to get some majorities, anything at Tapestry, and then I think Dan was just like plop, 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 and took over everything I was trying to do on the map, and I'm like, oh my god, I was just so frustrated. Well,
that's the thing though. With one of the games that you and I were playing, I had to wait for you to expand, and you were just like, nope. And I'm like, nope. I want to take your stuff in your life. Just like, nope.
Nope.
And so I'm like, all right, now I'm in the middle. Now come get me. You're like, nope.
So, I mean, I don't know. It's just, I guess just because I had that recent play of Tapestry, I got that feeling that it was like really harsh. Yeah, Cora is another great example. I really liked Cora.
And Cora is another abstracted, non-dudes on a map. Now, I'm not exactly sure that has as much of the Civ feel as Nations and Through the Ages.
It's definitely light.
It is Civ-like. It is a lighter Civ, yes.
So, I also agree. I really love Cora too, but it doesn't give me the exact same feeling as like Nations or...
So hopefully these are like answering some of y'all's questions. Like, I have this, would I like that? And especially, with some of these games that, few people have seen Cora, and it ranked up near the top of my top 10 list.
Cora's great, month. So yeah, definitely check that out if you get the chance. This is great. I mean, so
yeah, we haven't played Origins.
This can be mean, but
we haven't played Origins.
I think he's going. Oh no, yeah, Origins.
It's down there.
Builders,
oh,
yeah.
I see it. I see it in the to be played floor.
Yeah. So yeah, I played it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Origins is super mean, by the way. That's like way mean. That's like way more mean than this game.
So
and it also doesn't really give
warning.
Me a Civ. It also doesn't give me a Civ feeling like this does either. So I wouldn't even categorize it as a Civ game, but I guess you can.
I think this for me epitomizes the Civ feeling of all of this.
That's why I love
tech
it.
Tree.
Yeah, the tech tree.
Advances.
I love the tech. I want a game of just tech where I could build my own tech.
Well, see, Beyond the Sun has a tech tree, but it's so limited. It's not very wide. It's not very deep, and when you hit that 4th level of deep, the game is over. I would love... I love things with... This is the right amount of advances, I think. This right here. I don't even think Sid Meier's Civ, your Civ over here, goes as deep as I want. Civ does.
That is more deep than this.
This is more... What is?
My Civ goes deeper than this.
It doesn't... How?
There's just more options.
There's 48 options here.
There's more.
Not in one game. You build a limited
Not
tree.
in one game, no, but you still...
that's my point.
Okay.
In Civ and Mega Civ, you've got 20 or 30 that you can do. This is 48. I think that's what. And Beyond the Sun has what?
But okay, so
not a lot, not enough.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, sure.
Though you can
like
go 4 levels deep.
I would really like just basically a tech game.
Well, supposedly Tapestry is it, but it's really only 4 tracks.
It's only 4 tracks.
Only 4 tracks.
But yeah, I love the techiness.
I love this. This is fantastic. Lots of options.
Kind of wish there were more like city states or whatever. What are these called? I don't know.
Governments.
Government. Yeah, I wish there were more government options.
Now the first 2 moves, I don't know why you would ever spit in the face of fate and say, I'm not going to take irrigation or sanitation.
Well, that's just it. I tried to do that once, and
I mean, just to be different.
Every other event was hurting me. I'm like, this is just the worst.
I mean, you were really risking it if you... Now, we only had 1 of those.
I know, the first game.
In our game that we played, the first game...
Yeah.
Famine, sanitation, and nothing was really happening event-wise. This is the first time we've seen those earthquakes.
No, yeah, for sure. No,
but we only had 1.
So there's a lot of different leaders that give you the option of blocking famine events. So you don't necessarily need to get irrigation if you have the leader ability that blocks it for you.
Like Rome's aqueducts, the top one up there.
Yes.
Ignore famine events. Oh, but you also need engineering. So maybe that's one of the first things you build, and then you hit sanitation, engineering, bam, aqueducts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I think I want to play with these leader abilities.
Oh, you may buy sanitation at either no food cost or as a free action. You hit engineering, then aqueducts, then sanitation.
There you go. That's good, right?
I mean, these make it even better. Look how many civilizations there are.
That's a lot.
I mean, that's 1. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Get this game. It's so good.
Alex says there's a game that Rahdo did that was pretty much a pure tech tree. 2 of them. One of them was called Progress. Yeah, Progress had a lot of issues. But yeah, I know.
The other one took place during the Stone Age. Is that the one that we played? I'm looking on the shelves for this.
Not Paleo, right?
No, not Paleo. I thought that there was one that we played that you advanced on this. The board was basically a big tech tree, but it really wasn't. You remember you can advance your guy? No, you don't know.
I'm trying to remember. I'm obviously blanking, so I'll have to think about it, and it will come to me like at 4 a.m.
Oh,
yeah, that's it, Michael. Dang it. Remember.
We both remember.
No, I don't remember.
I thought it was up here.
From the Stone Age.
Yeah. Well, it's not necessarily the Stone Age. It's like you advance these cavemen type dudes along a track, and they like...
Oh, you're talking about Dawn of Mankind, maybe?
Maybe.
The TMG game?
Maybe.
Small box?
Nah, big. I thought it was bigger.
That's small box up there. If that's what you're talking about. Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, it's not really big.
Anyway.
It's not a big game.
He says yes. Dawn of Mankind?
I mean,
all right,
that's what it sounds like to me, but yeah. Anyway.
If you guys want more reasons to get this
amazing
insert with more random map tiles, and I was telling Steph, what happens if you gear up for ore and you have no ore? It's possible to. This has no ore. This has no ore. If you draw a bunch of these randomly with no ore. You
have to find other ways.
No water.
That's what gold is for, though. You have to figure out a way to get gold.
Right, but
taxation
if you
with
have,
currency.
you know, if you don't have any water, I mean, your board might actually force you to go one way or the other.
Well, sure,
Um,
but that's what taxation and currency does.
Look at this.
Yeah.
And what you see here are the expansion pieces we haven't pulled out yet, including a leader piece. So,
A lot of stuff.
and it all fits right in here too. So you sort of have to sort of mow it down a little bit and make sure it fits in there. But it does fit and stays really nicely.
We like it.
We like it. This is one of the good ones, and WizKids can be hit or miss sometimes. Totally a hit here. I mean, established product obviously needed a graphical beautification. They totally did. I don't know if these little pieces were in the last one, but they're fantastic.
They're cool.
I think it's a total win for me.
All right, let's be right back. Michael's like picking up.
No, I might as well go ahead and start cleaning it up while we're like wrapping up our thoughts.
Yeah.
So
It's
thumbs
great.
up.
It'll be out mid-October.
Mid-October,
That's what I've been told.
2021.
So
Hopefully.
get it while it lasts.
Get it while you can.
Yes. So good.
We'll be right back.
I'll be right back.